No, life sucks, then you die. Okay, good. Streamlabs is acting up. Yeah. Ah, shit, Nipah! Streamlabs is acting up. Suds is acting up. Flawless start? I'm not a professional. What the fuck? I ain't no professional. I ain't gotta be flawless. I just gotta be here. I just have to be here. And I just have to play Higurashi. I really liked the Uppy Cycle. Thank you, George Washington. I really liked it too. I was so surprised. Hold on. Let me fix my model too. Fuck, everything's going wrong. Everything's going wrong today. Hold on. But I was really surprised by it. I was pleasantly surprised because I honestly did not like the graphics. I thought I was gonna fucking hate the game. I have to put glasses. Hold on. Because if I don't put glasses on, I'm not gonna be able to read shit. I am not gonna be able to read anything, and then I'm gonna make mistakes. Either way, I'm probably gonna make mistakes. Ah! Okay. Now I gotta put the blanket. The boomer glasses. Yeah, yes. Autumn 1 or Autumn 2? This one. Open it! Open it! Open it! Okay. There we go. This is the leaves. Okay. Their Streamlabs is acting up though. It was like telling me something about the cloud. Why the fuck do I need the cloud? Why do I need the cloud? What? To stream? What the hell? Okay, that's better. That's a lot better. Now I can read and I can see that you guys are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Okay, should we recap what happened? Oh, crap. Let me move this here. Should we recap what happened or should we just step into it? The old lady yells at cloud. I hate the cloud. Can I just say I hate the fucking cloud. The cloud is garbage. Let me move my mic. The cloud is garbage. I do not want to share my information to this fucking cloud. Yeah, somebody else is coming. The cloud is evil? Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, someone's server. It's like, oh, you know, you have to wait for this thing. You can't just stream. We have to put it on the cloud. Nah. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys were asking about the song in the beginning? The link to that should be in the description, I think? Maybe? If it's not, I'm gonna have to go find it again. No, but it's not from any video game or anything. Let's go to this. Let's go to this. Let's go to the game zone. Oh my gosh, my head is so big. Hold on. My head is so big. No. People came to the revelation that Mion is indeed the best girl. Bitch, no they didn't. Bitch, shut your... They did not... No, another cloud. The GOG Galaxy Cloud. I'm gonna ignore you. Fuck you. I don't need the fucking cloud. Fuck the cloud. Fuck the cloud. Hold on. Need to get to the properties. Before the song comes on. Game capture properties. Oh, I don't know what I'm playing right now. Higurashi? Yeah. There. Perfect. Everything's perfect. Cloud hate. Yeah. Okay. Rika is best girl? I can see that. Anyway, continue. Okay. I'll do a quick recap. So what happened was People are under the suspicion that I did something bad. Yeah, I did. I am the cat that did something bad. But I won't do it again. Probably. And, we're probably next for being, sacrificed to Oyashiro-sama. But we told Rika everything, essentially. We told Rika everything. And that may put Rika in danger because she said she's gonna defend us. I don't know how she's gonna do it. But she said she would. And then I found out from Shion that she told the mayor what happened.
Rick Bain donated $5 to the most wickedest Sawa-sama. I want a girl to stare at me like Mion Penance stares at Keiichi.
You freaking weirdos. Anyway. Oh my gosh, y'all got problems. No pregame Zatsu? No pregame Zatsu. I'm too ready for this. I want to know what happened. So, Shion, over the phone, told me that she told the mayor, before he disappeared, that of all of the shit that happened, that they went into the shed of torture, and that, that they did that, and he said he would defend her. And he's gone. He's gone. We assume he's dead and or sacrificed or being sacrificed. I don't know. Yeah, the clock and ball torture shed. Yeah, he's there. And then we don't know what happened. We got kind of scared after that. We went to Rika's house. And we're just about to open it and see what's up. She lives with Satoko. We don't give a shit about Satoko. But let's see. I love how nobody really gives a shit about Satoko. I go online and I see all the art and stuff, and there's like hardly an ounce of Satoko in it. It's all Rika. Maybe hints of Mion. Or Shion, but it's all Rika, baby. It's all Rika. Pretty girls need to get punished. Satoko hate. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We haven't really figured out who she really is. Oh, we also found out that Mion does not like Satoko. At least Mion's demon side does not like Satoko. Because Satoko is, well... Satoko is, I guess, a bad omen, a curse, because everyone she gets involved with ends up dead. So yeah, let's start this shit. Load. We're going into the house now. We are opening the door. Hopefully... nothing bad happened to Rika. Hopefully nothing bad. Bang, bam, clatta, clatta, bang. Oh, let me know if the audio is good. Hold on, let me... Because I think I moved my mic in such a manner that the mic sucks. So let's do this.
The shutter opened for the first time in a very long while. Rena located the light switch and then wasted no time going inside. I followed her in.
Rika-chan! Rika-chan! Daisuke! Hello, Puck-Puck. How you doing? Satoko-chan! Satoko-chan! Baka. If you're here, say something!
We climbed a narrow staircase. It had looked like nothing more than a warehouse, but now that I was inside, I could feel how lived in it was. It was a person's home. Somehow, the scent of the two of them filled the place. This was definitely where Rika-chan and Satoko lived. Or shit. The first floor doubled as a town assembly warehouse, but the second floor was a space entirely for living. Just like a one-room apartment, the kitchen was the living room, taking up about 150 square feet. Dressers, cupboards, and the like were packed into the space, and in the corner there was a huge pile of clothes that appeared to have just been taken in from drying outside. In the center of the living room was a fold-up table, and on it were small containers for things like soy sauce and salad dressing. The sense of a frugal lifestyle drifted from all of it. It was strange that they weren't here in the middle of the night like this. The adults, climbing the stairs one at a time, began to make a fuss and talk amongst themselves.
So,
やっぱりいない
not here.
Yeah,
いない
they're not here.
絶対おかしい
This is definitely weird.
The village had just been thrown into chaos yesterday because of the mayor's disappearance. Then today, even Rika-chan and Satoko had... Were they out playing somewhere together? Yeah, in the middle of the night. Yeah, that's totally... yeah. That can't be. Their bicycles aren't here, though. Where could they have gone so late at night? Have they just not come back yet? Where did they go? The adults put forth various possibilities, and the house immediately devolved into a state of confusion. Eventually, Mion settled them down.
信じたくないけど君吉の村長さんが消えたのが昨日の今日
I don't want to believe it, but the mayor, Kimiyoshi, disappeared yesterday.
無関係とは言い切れないね
We can't say that this is unrelated.
The adults' faces paled at Mion's declaration. Mai and Rena's did as well.
例えばご近所に行ってお茶でもごちそうになって眠っちゃって
Let's see. They could have gone nearby for some tea or something, then accidentally fallen asleep.
起こすに起こせなくなってるなんて可能性ももちろんあるよね
Whoever invited them might just not be able to wake them up at all, too.
その可能性をまず潰そう
Let's eliminate that possibility first.
牧野さんは裏手から沢のあたりの家を回ってください
Makino-san, please go around to the houses near the stream.
慶太郎さんはおじゃが池の方
Ketero-san, go near... Ojaga? Lake.
岡村さんは
Okamura-san, you...
Mion promptly gave directions to the villagers. The adults followed them without hesitation, despite her age.
私はここに残って電話で片っ端から心当たりに問い合わせてみます
Oh, here we go again. Let me sip some water. Got kidnapped by a typhlosion? What is that? What is that? Is that like what is that? I don't know what that means. I feel like I'm too old. What is that? Is that like a natural event or something? What is that? Whatever. Oh, it's a Pokemon? I don't know anything about the Pokemons. Yeah, I tried looking into that yesterday because I was like, oh, what are you youngsters complaining about the Pokemons for? I was like, what? Come on, it's not that big a deal, right? It's just fiction. Who gives a flying fuck about the Pokemons? But apparently it's like, I don't know, weird? Whatever, I don't care. A woman probably wrote it anyway, so who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who cares? She's just lonely. She's just lonely. It's pretty overblown, yeah, I believe it. I probably believe it. Yeah, I heard about some leak or whatever. I don't care. But I did care that people were like freaking out. So I was like, how bad could it be? So I was gonna read it on stream. But then again, I'm not into the Pokemon. So all of the names of the Pokemon, I stopped at 100. I'm not fucking learning any other fucking Pokemon. We'll stop at Mewtwo, whatever the fuck. I stopped when Burger King, I think it was Burger King or McDonald's, made that gold Mewtwo card. I stopped right there. I was like, I'm not I'm not investing any more money or time into this shit. You best believe. I do like Pokemon Snap though for the 64. That's a fun game. That was fun to bully the Pikachu. And he freak out. Throw a fucking pester ball at his head. Ah, good times, good times. Okay. There's What are we doing? Oh yeah, this.
We'll remain here and call up anyone we can think of on the phone.
じゃあ皆さん、そういうことで。
Okay, everyone. You have your orders. Got it.
The adults all roared in reply and pounded back down the stairs below.
さすがみーちゃんだね。わお、みーちゃん。みーちゃんは学校だけじゃなく、ひなみ沢の委員長さんみたいだよね。You're not only the chairperson of the school, but Hinamizawa too.
茶化さない茶化さない。
No time for jokes.
ほらどいて。
Hey, step
お
aside.
じさんは電話を使うんだから。
This old man is using the phone.
Mion grinned proudly, took the receiver, and got started. Rena gave Mion a trusting look, considering her dependable for doing all of this. My feelings, though, were a little complicated, since her leadership seemed to be affirming the Sonozaki family successor impression that Shion and Ooishi-san had given me. Stop it right there, Keiichi Marabata! None of that matters right now. The most important thing is to make sure Rika-chan and Satoko are safe. Let's see. Couldn't there be a clue hinting at where they might have gone somewhere in this room?
とはいえ、そんなのわかるはずもないよな。
Still, though, I wouldn't know what to look for anyway. If we tore down the whole place apart and figured out what was different from before, we might be able to speculate, but there was nothing strange about this room, and there were no clues inside. In the first place, I'd never been here before. There was no way for me to know what was different if I didn't know how the room usually looked. Hey, don't give up, Keiichi Marabata. Stop thinking and start looking. For something. In search of something, I tried pulling open the dresser drawers and opened the windows. I didn't uncover anything meaningful, though. Rena, also unable to stand around doing nothing, was looking around the room like I was.
でもレナ、
Rena,
冷蔵庫や流しの下の棚とかを開いてもリカちゃんは見つからないと思うぞ。
I don't think you'll find Rika-chan by opening the refrigerator or the cabinet underneath the sink.
隠れてるかなって思って。I just thought they might be hiding. That's a fun thing to do.
As we were searching, it got noisy outside. Villagers were quickly assembling here, having heard the commotion. Of course, a lot of them were probably people Mion had called.
私、みんなに話をしてくる。
I'll go tell everyone what's going on.
遅かれ、警察も来るだろうしね。
The police will be here sooner or later, too.
大石のやつにも事情を説明しなきゃ。
We'll need to explain the situation to Ooishi.
Mion began descending the stairs, and we followed her out to the front of the house. Oh man, I shouldn't have had chai tea before this freaking stream. But it was so good. It was so good, bros. There were already around 10 adults there, and all of them looked uneasy. Chai tea, yeah, I had chai, whatever, chai latte. which is bad for the throat. It's so bad. It's so bad. The tea part is good. The milk part is bad. So, yeah, my throat is scratchy as all get out. Oh, man. I suddenly noticed that the old people from the shrine were here as well, and they were praying for Rika-chan's safety, rubbing their prayer beads. This has gotten bad. This wasn't just a problem between friends anymore.
リカちゃまとさとこちゃんがいなくなったってのは本当かい？
Mion-chan, is it true that Rika-chan and Satoko-chan aren't anywhere to be found?
The villagers all formed a ring around Mion, swarming her. Mion raised her right hand as if silently telling them to calm down.
誰かの家にお邪魔していないか、町会の回覧区分に沿って全校をまず調べよう。
First, let's check every house according to the town council's notification division and see if they're visiting anyone.
本人たちがこっちの気も知らずに誰かの家ですやすやとお泊まりしてる可能性もあるわけだからね。
After all, they could be fast asleep at someone's house and totally unaware that we're looking for them.
It would definitely be hard for someone to wake up Rika-chan if she had eaten a good full meal and fallen asleep like a kitten afterwards. Oh, how nice it would be if that were the case.
こんなことは考えたくないけど、もちろん悪いことが起こった可能性もある。
I don't want to think about this, but it's possible something bad has happened.
Mion's face grew remarkably more grim, and a wave of silence washed over the adults.
我々も手分けしよ
We should divide up the work too.
う。昨夜の村長探しで回ったところをもう一度回る。
We'll go around to the places we went last night while looking for the mayor.
俺たちはダム現場をよく念入りに探してみる。
I want to keep doing the nerd voice because it makes me happy. But I'll try this one.
We'll go look around the damn construction site as best we can. Yay, extra dirty with a lot of nasal in there.
お前さんたちは学校のあたりを
I
探
thought I
して
wouldn't
み
be
て。
able to do it because of stupid milk, but I did.
You guys go search around the school.
どう
No.
したらはよ回らんと。
Let's get a move on.
行こう行こ
Come on, let's go.
みんな昨日も村長さん探しで徹夜だったからね。
All of you were up all night looking for the
寝
mayor.
不足で辛いだろうけど、どうかよろしく。
I know you're all low on sleep, but please, do your best.
Well, the man.
Got it! Yeah!
I do my nerd voice in the back of my throat, but that's where the milk congestion is. Hi, Necro, how you doing? I don't know why I yelled. Whatever.
I figured I should scatter somewhere as well, so I started walking unsteadily in a direction no one else had gone in. I was getting farther and farther from people. I didn't feel scared or anything, though. If someone were made to disappear, Shion and I should be first. It would have been perfectly normal for me to be scared of the dark. However, I didn't feel that way. Why was that? It was because tonight, someone had already disappeared. So, nobody else would disappear tonight. It would take some time before I, exhausted as I was, would feel guilt at the cause of my own selfish sense of relief. Rika-chan, where are you? Oh no. And maybe Satoko. I don't care about Satoko. Oh man, suddenly my vision cleared and a cold wind caressed my body. This was the hill from which you could see the whole village. Looking down from this hill, I could see lights on here and there, and I knew that the entire village had awoken from its slumber. First Takano-san and Tomatake-san, then the mayor, and now even Rika-chan and Satoko had been sacrificed. And word of it was spreading everywhere. The strength of my knees left me. This could no longer be a joke. We could have found them. Mion would have told me I was a worrywart, Rena would just be glad we did. And they would have smiled at me. My hopes disappeared as if I were awakening from a dream. That was what the view I could see was telling me. Following my knees, my arms both bent forward onto the ground, and I clawed at it with my nails. I couldn't figure out if I was feeling sorrow or frustration. Is this my fault? I couldn't endure the burden of my own sin, and I had just told Rika-chan about it. They had nothing to do with it, but Rika-chan and even Satoko had been sacrificed. It was like a cross that Shion and I would each have to bear the weight of until we ourselves were erased. Well, if I'm going that far, then the problem started long before that. My original sin of breaking taboo was entering the ritual storehouse without asking. I knew I shouldn't have gone in there from the start, yet I lost out to cheap curiosity. I hadn't felt so angry at myself until this very moment. There was a crunching sound. I wasn't even interested in who made the noise, despondent as I was.
Keiichi-kun? 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 Keiichi-kun! Daijoubu?
It was Rena. Perhaps clawing at the ground made it look as though I was having stomach pains. Oh, no tummy hurt. She ran over and rubbed my back to make me feel better. This is all my fault. It's because of me. It's my fault.
Keiichi-kun ga? Keiichi-kun's fault? 何も悪いわけはないよ。You didn't do anything wrong. 自分をどうか責めないでね。Please don't blame yourself for this.
I could tell Rena was doing her best to choose the right words out of consideration for me. That's why I could sense her intent behind those words.
Keiichi-kun, you know why Rika-chan and Satoko-chan disappeared, don't you?
Is really what she meant to say. Because it was an emergency, Rena had ignored the reason why I wanted to make sure Rika-chan was safe, but now that we'd actually confirmed her disappearance, it was only natural Rena would start to wonder about why. However, with the situation having gone this far, I couldn't possibly tell her now. Are you sure? Damn, will he confess, Montana? I don't know. I have no clue. I didn't want to admit that Rika-chan and Satoko had disappeared, but I couldn't let Rena disappear either.
Keiichi-kun, Keiichi-kun, こんな風通しのいいところにずっといたら風邪ひいちゃう。If you stay here out here. What the fuck? What wrote this? If you stay out here in the wind, you'll catch a cold.
Rena sat down, bringing her eyes level to mine.
子供たちはね、もう解散して家で寝ろって。They told us that children should go back home to sleep.
Rena showed me her watch as she said that. It was long past 1 in the morning. Time was passing too quickly. Had I been crawling around here for that long?
もう寝ないと明日の学校に差し支えるよ。If we don't sleep soon, we'll have trouble getting up for school tomorrow. 大人たちだって夕べも一晩中村長さんを探したからみんなクタクタ。Even the adults are really worn out since they were up searching for the mayor last night too. 今夜は少し早めに解散するって。They were saying they'd break up a little earlier tonight.
I was a little upset they weren't allotting as much time to this as they had to search for the mayor last night. But that was something I, the cause of everything, had no right to criticize them for.
大丈夫。大丈夫。さっきね、
警察の人も来たの。
The police arrived a little while ago.
今どんどん町から応援のパトカーが来てるよ。
Look, there's police cars coming into the village right now.
Oh shit, here we go again. Hearing that remark, I looked down at the village to see that there were indeed more cars than one would normally expect at this hour, coming from the darkness on the other side of the mountain. However, none of their emergency lights were on. Of course, their sirens weren't wailing either. That's right. All of the incidents that occurred right after the Watanagashi were seen as the product of Oyashiro-sama's curse, and would be handled in secrecy. Rika-chan and Satoko, too. Their disappearance would end up exactly like the other serial incidents in the past. Serendipitous. Unresolved. Declared a mystery. And disappear from memory. Rika-chan's face, her sweet face, like a Western doll's, would fade away. Satoko's smile, her energetic fanged smile, would fade away. Yes. The more I tried to remember them, the less I would be able to. I deserved to be called an idiot.
Baka!
Dozens of times over. And it wouldn't be enough. I couldn't hold back the tears at my own sheer stupidity.
圭一君が何を自分に責めているかわからないけれど、もうやめよう。
I don't know what you're blaming yourself for, Keiichi-kun, but you should stop.
I wasn't about to deny it. I couldn't. Even so, I couldn't affirm it either. I wanted to at least keep Rena out of this. If she found out, she would become involved.
頼む、レナ。
Please, Rena,
放っておいてくれないか。
could you just leave me alone?
俺きっと家に帰ったって眠れない。
Even if I went home, I wouldn't be able to sleep. If I couldn't get to sleep, then I at least wanted to search for Rika-chan and Satoko until I collapsed. The entire village was looking, and yet they still hadn't been found. I don't think I'd be able to find them if I went looking alone at this point. Still, I had to do it.
俺のせいで消えてしまったんだ。
They disappeared because of me.
他の探してくれてる人たちよりも先になんか
I couldn't possibly
眠れるものか。
go to sleep while other people are out there searching. I had said that to myself in deprecation, but I soon realized that Rena was silently trying to find the meaning in my mumblings. I realized I had misspoke.
圭一君のせいなの？
It's Keiichi-kun's fault.
どうしてそう思うのかな？
It's Keiichi-kun's fault. Why do you think that? Why?
That can't be. Keiichi-kun, you're not at fault. I was happy that Rena said these things to me, but she only did so because she didn't know the truth. If she knew that everything had been caused by my breaking taboo on the night of the Watanagashi, then even Rena would curse my existence. However, I can't even allow for those curses. That would mean confessing my own crimes to Rena. If I spilled even one word of having snuck into the ritual storehouse on the night of the Watanagashi, then even Rena could disappear tomorrow night. The gentle, spirited, always joking, always
Hi!
But at a time like this, the most dependable person in the world, Rena, might disappear. I don't want that. Anything but that. This time, I need to bear my own cross. Alone.
圭一君がとても仲間思いだって知ってるから。
Keiichi-kun, I know that you always have your friends in your heart.
自分を傷つけたくなる気持ちもよくわかるよ。
I can really understand feeling like you want to kick yourself.
だけどレナはケイチ君のせいじゃないって知ってる。
Rena knows though that it's not Keiichi-kun's fault.
ケイチ君が悪くないって知ってるから。
You didn't do anything wrong, Keiichi-kun, and I know that.
知ってるって。
You know that? The shivering in my veins rushed up my back and replaced the sorrow in my heart with fear. I didn't tell her anything, did I? Maybe I accidentally said something to cause Rena to figure it out. This is bad. Now, Rena will disappear. Rena will disappear. Rena will disappear. Then Rena, the same way I always did, grabbed my head and began to pet it roughly.
ケイチ君、ひょっとしてレナも消えちゃうかもしれないって思ってるのかな。
Are you thinking that Rena might disappear now too?
お社様のたたりで。
Because of Yashiro-sama's curse?
She put more force into the hand rubbing my head.
だったら安心して。
You don't need to worry about that.
レナは消えたりしないよ。
Rena isn't going anywhere.
絶対に。
絶対に。I promise.
どうして消えないなんて自信を持って言えるんだよ。
Why? How can you say that with such confidence? I mean, someone's been sacrificed every night so far. There was no proof that it wouldn't happen again tomorrow night. There was even less proof, after all, that the sacrifice wouldn't be Rena. I don't care who you are. Just, please, if you're going to erase someone, erase me first. Please, stop cruelly getting rid of people we're close to, like the mayor for Shion, and Rika-chan and Satoko for me. Shion's hysterical shouting came back to mind. They might be planning to kill us last of all. They're not killing the first people who come to mind. They start by killing those we're close to, and then after they caused us so much pain, they'll kill us. That must be what they're doing.
レナ。
Rena, please, don't disappear. Please don't. As long as I'm still here, I can no longer conceal the sobs welling up within me. Aw, shit. This is getting bad.
ほら、ケイチ君に涙なんか似合わないよ。
Come on, Keiichi-kun. Crying doesn't suit you.
みんなのところに行こう。
Let's go back to the others.
婦人会の人たちがね、お味噌汁の炊き出しをしてくれてるの。
The housewives are cooking some miso soup for us.
飲むと温まって落ち着くよ。
It'll warm you up and calm you down.
Rena prompted me to stand. I didn't have the energy to oppose her, so I stood as she urged me to. Oh man, this is gonna be bad. We returned to the shrine grounds to find several gas stoves there with miso soup in big pots. The many villagers there sipped at the soup they were given in dead stony silence. Their expressions were absolutely exhausted. Everyone had just been running around the village until a little while ago. From the dreary looks on their faces, though, I assumed they hadn't come up with anything yet.
ケイちゃん、どこ行ってたんだよ。
Kei-chan, where did you go?
ケイちゃんまでいなくなったのかと心
I
配
was
したよ。
worried you disappeared too.
すまん。
Sorry. Mion held out some miso soup for me, but I refused the offer. I didn't have much of an appetite.
みーちゃん、
Me-chan,
どう？
how is it?
何か手がかりはあった？
Did you find any clues?
Mion took a sip of her soup, her expression frank.
全然ない。
None at all.
学校が終わってから家に帰って、
School ended, and they went home.
二人で自転車に乗ってどこかに行ったらしい。
Then the two of them went somewhere on their bicycles.
しかも二人が自転車に乗った姿は全く目撃されていないし。
Moreover, Nobody ever saw them riding their bikes, so...
When it gets dark out in Hinamizawa, people quickly vanish from the streets. Aside from adults hurrying back home from town in cars or on bicycles, it was normal to see absolutely nobody walking around outside. It wasn't all that strange that nobody had seen Rika-chan and Satoko riding their bikes.
昨日の村長の時と同じ。
It was the same last night with the mayor.
お手上げだよ。
There was no hope.
Mion's apathetic tone pricked my nerves, but that anger quickly subsided. She had been doing all sorts of things to try and find Rika-chan, until just a second ago. If I asked her, she'd probably say she was up all night last night too, looking for the mayor, wouldn't she? She must have been far more fatigued than I was. Besides, what about me? I had spent the time hunched over in indecision all alone. I had no right to say anything about Mion.
ケイちゃんも辛いだろうけど今夜はこれで休もう。
Kei-chan, I know it's hard, but let's turn in for the night.
さっき今夜は解散しようってなったところだよ。
We just decided we should break up the search for now.
これを飲んだらもう終わりにしよう。
Drink this and let's call it quits.
終わりなのか？
Is this the end?
あ、もちろん終わりじゃないよ。
Oh, no, of course not.
明るくなったら警察も増援を入れて徹底的に探すってさ。
Once it's bright out again, we'll do a thorough search with the police's help.
沖宮の方に行ってる可能性もあるからね。
They could have gone to Okinomiya, too.
村長の件も含めて獅子骨市全体で目撃情報がないか洗うって言ってる。
People are even saying we should go through all of Shishibone City, investigating whether there are any witnesses for both the girls and the mayor.
Oh no!
それよりもケイちゃんだよ。
Anyway, what happened, Kei-chan?
どこに行ってたんだい？
Where did you go off
い
to?
つの間にかいなくなっちゃうから。
You vanished all
心
of a
配したんだ
sudden.
よ。
I was really worried.
Suddenly I was on the receiving end, but I didn't have the willpower to respond.
すまん。気をつけるよ。
Sorry. I'll be more careful.
何もなかった。
Nothing happened?
怪しい人に監視されてるとか、付け狙われてるとか、
There
そ
wasn't
ういうのはな
anyone...
かった。
Huh. So she does know. There wasn't anyone suspicious spying on or stalking you? Nothing like that?
Mion demanded with a serious expression. I was being criticized for how inconsiderate I've been, despite being in so much pain. I was frustrated that I was being criticized, but it was my sin. My sin. And I must bear it alone.
何もないよ。
Nanimonayo. Nothing.
でも気をつける。
I'll be careful. Either way.
すまん。
Sorry. Mion, now aware that nothing had happened, heaved a big sigh of relief with her shoulders, looking relieved. Huh. Oh no!
Oh, she's back! This is bad. This is bad. This is bad.
I'm gonna need a sip of water.
Oh no! Oh no! Here we go. Y'all like Ooishi? He's a bad omen. Just gonna say. He feels bad. Every time he's here, something bad happens. Well, he's a cop anyway. Cops are just fucking nuisances, but yeah. Whatever. Let's start this shit.
Oh my.
美味しい匂いが漂ってくると思ったら
I knew I smelled something good coming from over here.
これはぜひご商売に預かりたいですね
I'd be much obliged if you allow me to have some. We heard the repulsive voice of a fat man. It was Ooishi-san, trailed by a handful of police officers. He was acting energetically in a way unfitting given the situation.
大して残ってないですよ。
There's not much left, fat man.
You didn't say that. I'm sorry.
Fato mano, you are fat. Why are you fat? Why are you fato? Why? Arigato, skeptical panda.
You're a playboy for 13 months.
Skeptical Panda has become a pooey boy. Underscore laugh colon underscore laugh colon underscore
Underscore
laugh.
laugh colon. Yes. Okay, let's get back to this.
There's not much left,
それでもよければ勝手にどうぞ。
but you can have some if you want.
Mion didn't like Ooishi-san very much. Her cold attitude, though, didn't seem to bother Ooishi-san in the slightest. It was like splashing water in a frog's face.
ありゃりゃ。
Well now,
味噌汁のお残りってちょっと塩分高めなんですよね。
miso soup leftovers have a bit too much salt for my taste.
参ったな。
Confound it.
君たちはいただきます？
Would you all like any? He recommended it to his subordinates, but everyone gave dry smiles and refused.
どうですか？警察の方では何か手がかりはつかめましたか？
So have the police gotten hold of any clues? They wouldn't know where to fucking look. They need fucking paw prints to fucking show them where to fucking go. Preschool ass mindset. You're gonna need fucking blue paw prints. Telling them where to go. Fucking dumbasses.
Rena's smile was warm enough to replace the miso soup.
大丈夫ですよ、お嬢さん。
Don't worry, little missy.
ご安心、ご安心。
Everything's fine.
ちゃんと探してるんですから。
We're searching for them real good. He didn't say a word about having found any new clues. Big shocker, huh? In other words, there had been no progress. That sure was an annoying way of beating around the bush.
それよりも、
In any
も
case,
う本当に遅い時間です。
it's really gotten
ど
late.
うぞ若い皆さんはお帰りになってお休みになってください。
All you youngsters should get home and get some sleep.
体に触りますよ。
It'll be bad for your health otherwise.
そうだよ。
Yeah.
ケイちゃんもレナも今日はもう休みな。
Kei-chan, Rena, get some rest.
あとは税金で働いてるおっさんたちがやってくれるから。
These guys get our tax money. They'll handle it from here for us.
That's a good point.
These guys get our tax money. They'll handle it here they'll handle it from here for us.
Oh, I can't help but
私た
laugh
ちだ
at
っ
this
て
shit.
税金払ってるんですけどね。
We're taxpayers too, you know.
蕎麦屋さんが自分の作った蕎麦食ってるみたいな気分ですよ。な。
Why are you laughing? This is not a laughing matter.
We're taxpayers too, you know. I feel like a soba noodle chef eating my own soba.
Is soba good? I have some in my pantry. I haven't cooked it yet. I don't know what to do with it. Somebody gave it to me. Is it good? It's buckwheat noodles, right? It's okay. It's okay. I have to make a broth for it.
So much work. So much work making the food.
I really wasn't in the mood for laughter. In fact, Ooishi-san was the only one laughing like an idiot.
じゃあ本当によろしくお願いしますね。
Okay. Seriously, please do your best.
帰ろう、ケイチくん。
Let's go home, Keiichi-kun.
明日が辛くなるよ。
It'll be harder to wake up tomorrow if we don't.
そうです、そうです。
Yeah, that's right.
なんならお二人をお送りしてもいいですよ。
I can always bring you home if you
まあ
need.
じゃあ車を回してあげてください。
Kuma-chan, Why don't you bring the car around?
あ、結構です。
No thanks.
俺たち自転車で来てるんで。
We came on our bicycles, so.
ご安心を。
No need to
私た
worry.
ちワゴン車で来てます。
We came in a truck.
自転車も積めますよ。
We'll just throw the bikes in the back. We may have gotten pretty sleepy, but we just needed to ride home at this point. I didn't want to bother the police like that. Rena, however, nodded.
せっかくだからお世話になろうよ。
Okay, if you insist, we'd appreciate it.
私たちだけで帰るよりきっと安全だよ。
It's probably safer than if we went back alone.
When I thought about it carefully, I realized that Rena's idea was extremely rational. She's been like so rational this whole entire time, right? With the, oh, tell your parents that you're leaving. Oh, do this to protect yourself. Something's up. Something's up.
She's like thinking 4D. Is it 3D underwater chest? She's like on the ball. Yeah, too rational. That's right. She's too rational, and I don't know if I trust this. But okay. Okay, we'll deal with it. Rena's just caring.
Okay. I see who's your waifu.
I understand. She does make a good pickle. So.
そうと決まれば行きましょう。
Now that it's decided, let's get a move on, shall we?
じゃあね。
じゃあね。
おやすみ。
Good night.
レナもケイちゃんも。
Rena, Kei-chan.
うん。いや、みーちゃんも早めに休んでね。
Mi-chan, you go to bed too. You go to bed soon too, okay?
おやすみ。
Good night. Good night.
I waved my hand as well, saying goodbye. Rika-chan and Satoko still haven't been found. My unease, however, was steadily being pushed away by sleepiness. Oh yeah, sleepy time. That time where I need to sleep. Sleepy time. Rena showed the police where our bicycles were so that Ooishi-san could haul them up into the truck. He prompted us to get into the back seat. Oh great, now he's gonna ask us fucking questions. Hey, I'm a cop. I have to ask you questions. It's my job. Ooh. Tell me your name. Ooh. You got an ID on you. Ooh.
You know, this isn't legal advice, but you know you do not have to tell them your name. You do not need to show your ID. You don't need to do any of that stuff. Just letting you know. Especially if you're minding your own fucking business.
Hey kid, wanna be my informant?
That's how I died last time!
Baka.
I could hear the spring squeaking as I sat down onto the seat that would normally hurt my rear end. But at this point, it was very soft, and was more than comfortable enough for me to fall asleep on.
では、レディーファーストで。
Ladies first today. Ladies first.
お嬢さんの家から行きましょう。
We'll start with the little Mrs. house.
住所はどちらです？
Where do you live?
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。Thank you!
私の家はですね。
My house is... well...
Rena's voice slowly grew distant. Oh no, I'm sleeping! No! Sleepy time. Sleepy time. I felt myself being sucked into the void of sleep. Sleep is the kissing cousin of
もし
death.
もし。
Moshi mosh.
前原さん、完全に眠ってますか？
Hey kid, are you asleep back there? When I came to, it was quiet. The car was parked. Ooishi-san was giving me a light slaps to the cheek. It didn't feel good at all, so I woke up immediately.
すみません。すっかり寝込んじゃって。
I'm sorry. I just fell asleep. Something was being held right under my nose. A clump of metal. It was a can of coffee.
ぬるいですがね。
It's lukewarm by now.
甘いカフェオレなら常温でも結構飲めますよ。
But cafe au latte is good even at room temperature.
どうも。
Oh, thanks. I mechanically took the can and opened the pull top. The feeling of the warm, sweet liquid going down my throat awakened my sleepy mind. Yeah, that pronunciation, cafe au latte. I'm gonna say it that way. Fuck French.
Fuck you, fuck a French. Fuck you, fuck a French.
He's getting mad, Jenny's getting mad. Jenny's getting mad. Oh no. Jenny's getting mad. Oh no. There's a T in the word. Why wouldn't I say the T? Why put that fucking shit in there?
Cafe a lot.
If it didn't want me to say it. I speak a Spanish. Every fucking thing needs to be said. How do Arkansas sound like Arkansas? Because they're stupid. And is it French? I don't fucking know. Illinois? Yeah, don't say the S. Is French too? And we know when people aren't from Illinois. Because they say Illinois. Which I don't really care. Arkansas? Is it Kansas? Is it Arkansas? Oh, let me look at it again. Arkansas. There's no side. Oh my god.
Professor Elm donated $1 to the most evil list Sawa-sama. Did you remember to check around Rika's shack for Typhlosion tracks?
What the fuck is a Typhlosion? What the fuck?
I don't know any of that because I'm old. And I don't know about your Pokemons.
Oh man. You know how much dojinshi is gonna come out of this shit? You know how much dojinshi is gonna come out of this shit, boy? Oh, poor Pokemon, I almost said a bad word. Poor Pokemon friends. Yeah, Pokemon friends. Oh, poor Pokemon friends. Some people are just so obsessed with Pokemon. I never got into it. I mean, they're cute, I guess. They're fun to bully. But I don't know. Poke friends. This is like their fucking 9/11. Oh, they're freaking out. Game Freak, yeah. Poor Poke friends. Okay, back to this shit. This was it. Oh, my tummy hurt. Hold on.
When my drowsiness receded, I started wanting to know why the car stopped, and why it was offered coffee. Ooishi-san, who had been in the driver's seat, had, at some point, moved to the back. Suddenly, I had a very bad feeling about this. It reminded me of the questioning yesterday at the library. It was already too late by the time I realized I'd made a mistake. Today, of all days, it didn't look like I would be getting away. Yeah, they got you. I had a feeling that until Ooishi-san heard what he wanted to, he wouldn't be letting me go.
そんなに構えられても困ります。
Please don't get all formal on me.
別に取って食おうってわけじゃないんですか。
I'm not gonna eat you anything, kid.
前原さん。
Ooishi-san gulped down the last of his coffee and stretched wide, showing me how relaxed he was.
You're making me laugh. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
That, however, only served to heighten my nervousness.
俺にまた何の用ですか？
What do you need from me?
よ。
Need?
いえいえ、別に別に。
Oh no, nothing really. You're going to evade the question at this point? What a deeply unreadable man.
私からは用はないんですが。
Well, I don't need you for anything.
前原さんから私に用があるんじゃないかと思いましてね。
I just thought you might need something from me, kid.
別に用なんかないです。
I don't need anything.
ありゃ。
Oh, I see.
本当に？
Hontoni? Really, kid?
あるんじゃないですか？
Are you sure there's nothing? There was only one side door in the back seat of this truck. In other words, my only exit was blocked off by Ooishi-san. I couldn't get away. I could only limply hang my head and maintain my silence. Ooishi-san, despite my reticence, relaxed and began smoking a cigarette. The cries of the insects outside seemed to be growing longer and longer, to an amount of time that almost seemed infinite.
前原さんから相談したいことがきっとあったと思ってたんですけどね。
Here I was sure that you had something you wanted to talk to me about. Ooishi-san exhaled a puff of smoke. The windows were open, but the tobacco smoke still accumulated inside the vehicle. How much did Ooishi-san know? What did he know? And what did he want to hear from me? If finding out the truth made you disappear, then if I told him, would Ooishi-san disappear too? I had a feeling that I didn't need to worry about that in this case.
どうしてこんなことになっちゃったんでしょうね。
I wonder how all this ended up happening. Ooishi-san addressed me in a low tone, as if he were talking to himself. How all this ended up happening? How the hell should I know? That was what I wanted to know.
富武二郎さんと高野美代さん、ご存知ですよね。
You know, Jiro Tomatake-san and Mio Tanako-san, right?
お祭りの時、園崎しおんさんを含めて4人で一緒におられたのを私がこの目で拝見してますから。
I know you do, because I personally witnessed you with them during the festival, along with Shion Sonozaki-san. Oh, shit.
その富武さんと高野さん、
Do you know
どうしておられるかご存知ですか？
how Tomitake-san and Takana-san are doing now?
実はお亡くなりになってましてね。
They've actually, well, passed away.
気の毒な死に方でした。
They met very untimely deaths. Ooishi-san probably played that card in order to surprise me. However, I already knew, and didn't display the extreme reaction he
お
expected.
や？
What's
ひ
this?
ょっとしてご存知でした？
Did you already know? Unfortunately for this question in particular, remaining silent was the equivalent to saying yes.
じゃあこっちもご存知かな。
No. So then did you also know
富武さんと高野さんがたたりに遭われた理由の方です。
the reason Tomitake-san and Takano-san were cursed like
Dale
that?
donated $1 to the most evil.
Arigato, Dale.
I hope you remembered your pocket sand.
I wish. Best way to get away from the police is the pocket sand. Boo!
なんでもですね、入っちゃいけない禁断の建物に入ったからだって言われてるんですよ。
Let's see, is this... what? I don't know. Okay, let me stretch. Ah.
People are saying that apparently they went into some forbidden building. The storehouse for ritual implements, aka the cock and ball torture storehouse. That forbidden shed, sealing away Hinamizawa's bloodstained past. where the mistake that started it all happened.
村長さんや古出リカさんもそのせいでたたりに遭われたんだという噂はご存知で？
Do you know about the rumors? They say the mayor and Rika Furude-san were cursed because of that too. That would mean it was mine and Shion's fault. He was right. As soon as we revealed what we did.
西宮殿って言いましたっけ？
What do they call it? A ritual storehouse.
あそこの鍵を簡易なものに付け替えたから賊に入られたんだっていうケチがついてるらしいんですよ。
They were saying it was bad luck. The lock it had been replaced by a simpler one, which made it easier for thieves to get inside. What? This was news to me.
一昨年くらいまでは西宮殿にはでっかい缶抜きとでっかい錠前がいくつも付けられていたらしいんですよ。
Until last year, it apparently had those big bars and a huge padlock on it.
ところがほら、神主夫妻がお亡くなりになられて、今は古出リカさんが切り盛りされてるでしょ？
I mean, you know, ever since the priest and his wife passed away, Rika Furude-san has been managing the place, right?
缶抜きが重くて大変だから。
Apparently.
もっと軽い簡単な錠前に付け替えてほしいと村長さんに相談したらしいんですよ。
Apparently she talked the mayor into saying she wanted them replaced with a lighter, more simpler padlock because the bars were too heavy for her. I didn't know anything about those big bars he was talking about, but the lock had certainly been a simple one. It was a pretty cheap one too, and it didn't really fit my impression of what a lock for a place you'd store something as important as ritual implements would look like.
リカさんはあの通り小柄な女の子ですからね。
Rika-chan is a small girl after all.
錆びついて重くなった缶抜きはしんどかったんでしょうな。
The bars were heavy with rust, and they must have caused a lot of trouble.
で、村長さんが職人を手配して簡単な南京錠で鍵ができるように付け替えたんだそうです。
So the mayor hired a craftsman and replaced the lock with a simple padlock, so she could open it with a key.
それがどうしてケチがつくことになるんですか？
So, does that mean it was bad luck?
つまりですね。
Here's what I'm saying, kid.
前の厳重な錠前なら賊には忍び込まれなかった。村長さんとリカさんが勝手に安っぽい鍵に変えたから賊に破られたんだ。
Thieves couldn't get in with the old tight lock. The mayor and Rika-san replaced it with a cheap lock and key on their own. So thieves broke into it.
と、こういう話らしいんですよ。
Apparently, that's how it's going down.
そんな話。
That explanation's a bit.
そういう話がまかり通ってて、一部の村人たちが西宮殿に忍び込んだ賊と、賊に破られるような鍵に変えた村長とリカさんを罰したんだ。
Letting that slide, certain members of the village delivered punishment upon the thieves who stole into the ritual storehouse, as well as the mayor and Rika-san, who changed the lock.
なんて話があったりなかったりしてるんです。
At least, those are the whispers that seem to be going around.
前原さん。
Kid.
I always say kid because that makes more sense in my voice.
どう思います？
What do you think?
どう思うって。
What?
その一部の村人ってのもよくわか
What do
ら
we
ない
think,
し。
Chad? What do we think? What do we think? What do I think? I don't really know what you mean by certain members of the village.
Yes, thank you, Subtech. That doesn't explain Satoko going missing. That does not. Yes.
御三家ってご存知ですかな？
Rika donated $1 to the most evil list Sawa-sama. Stop asking questions if you know what's good for you.
I think I have to use the bathroom. Should we take a quick break? Well, I'm in the car with a cop. We need to take a quick break. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't worry, I'll be right back. Bye-bye. What did you want to talk to me about? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel baka? Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel the wind goes through like nothing? Don't you feel silly? Don't you? Don't you feel silly? Okay, I'm back. I think. Oh no! I'm dead. Oh, Yoshiro's looking at me. Oh, Yoshiro's looking. I got pizza and Parmesan bites for breakfast though. And you're not gonna share. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it is anyway.
Are you familiar with the three families?
綿流しのお祭りの開会式典で各家の代表がそれぞれ挨拶をなさってるでしょう
Representatives from each of them gave short addresses at the Watanagashi Festival's opening ceremony. Did you see them?
祭りには途中から来たから。
I came part way through the festival, so I don't really.
御三家ってのはひなみ沢の旧家の3つの家のことなんです。
The three families are the three oldest families in Hinamizawa.
具体的に言うと、君吉家、園崎家、古出家の3つのことです。
To give actual names, the Kimiyoshi family, the Sonozaki family, and the Furude family.
本当に古い家筋らしくてね。
They each have quite the lineage, it seems.
大昔から村の決め事は御三家が合議して決めるんだと言われてます。
Long ago, it said that everything in the village was decided by a council of the three families. The Kimiyoshi family. Old man Kimiyoshi. Meaning the mayor's family. The Sonozaki family was Mion's. So the Furude family was Rika-chan's family then.
園崎家が戦後に一気に勢力を拡大しましてね。
After the war, the Sonozaki family quickly expanded their influence.
例のダム闘争で反ダムの旗頭になってからは事実上ひなみ沢を牛耳るトップに躍り出ました。
Practically speaking, after leading the fight against the construction during the dam conflict, they jumped on top of the Hayake in Hinamizawa.
でもですね、古いしきたりに従い、今でも重要な村の方針は御三家で合議して決めているんだそうです。
You see, though, in accordance with the old ways, they still decide important village matters after consulting with the three families.
だから渡流しの開会挨拶も御三家の当主がそれぞれなさるんです。
Ah, the leaders of the three families each have their own addresses at the start of the Watanagashi.
You know, it could be the case that the Sonozaki family is killing off people or having them disappear. Cause now, if Rika Furude is gone, there's no more Furude family. Pity.
つまり村長と園崎家の現当主のおばあ様、そ
In
して
other words,
古出家の最後の一人、リカさんです。
the mayor, the old lady currently in charge of the Sonozaki family, and the last remaining member of the Furuta family, Rika-san.
園崎家が大した家柄だという話は聞かされてたけど、リ
But
カちゃ
there's
んの家も
the other family
そうい
alive
う旧家だ
still.
ったのか。
Yes, but they're gonna have to scramble to find out who's gonna be the mayor now. And the easier choice would just be like, hey, Sonozaki family, fill that void. And if you let them fill that void, they'll take over the whole fucking place. And then what's gonna happen when they go, oh yeah, thanks for filling the void, guys. We got a mayor now. They're not gonna fucking care. Because they shouldn't, because they're taking over the town. So anyway, back to this. I heard that the Sonozaki family was pretty high up there. So Rika-chan's family was just as old?
まあご存知の通り、親族は全くおられませんから。
Well, as you're aware, she has no relatives at
古
all.
出家は事実上全く勢力を持ちませんがね。
In reality, the Furude family holds pretty much no influence.
ただ、リカさん個人には求心力があるようで、村のお年寄りには盲信する方が多いと聞いています。
However, it seems like people gravitate towards Rika. I was about to say Rika-chan. Rika-san on a personal level. And I hear that many of the village's elderly have blind faith in her. It was certainly true that Rika-chan had an odd sort of charisma amongst the elderly.
で、その御三家ってのが何だって言うんですか？
So, what are you telling me about all this three family stuff for? Ooishi-san paused for emphasis, lighting another cigarette. Where's my fake cigarette? Alright.
ここまで説明してもまだ説明が足りませんかね。
I've explained a lot, but I suppose it's still not enough.
わからないから聞いてるんです。
I'm asking because I don't understand. Ooishi gave me a dry, meaningful grin and blew out another big puff of smoke.
御三家の人間が相次いで消されてるんです。
Members of the three families are disappearing one after the other.
どういうわけかね。
That's what I'm talking about.
ひなみ沢の内側の古い飲酒か何かに基づいているんじゃないかと読んでいるんですが。
I've read
そ
that
れ
it's
以上のことは
based.
さっぱり。
It is not the best. It is not the best.
I've read that it's based on some kind of old traditions inherent in Hinamizawa, but I don't know much beyond that.
そんなの俺にだってさっぱりです。
I don't know anything about it either.
ですから。
That's why I'm asking.
君吉家、古出家の当主が消えたんですから。次は園崎家の当主が消えるんじゃないかな。
The leaders of the Kimiyoshi and Furude families have disappeared, so maybe the leader of the Sonozaki family will disappear next.
なんて思ったり思わなかったりしたりする今日この頃、いかがお過ごしでしょうか。な。
Well, that's just a random idea bouncing around in my head at the moment.
なんちゃって。
Just kidding, really.
園崎家の当主って誰だよ？
The leader of the Sonozaki family. Who is it?
当主は園崎本家のおばあちゃんなんですが、実質上の当主権限はもう孫娘のミオンさんに移行していると見て間違いないでしょうね。
The current leader is the old lady at their main house, but it wouldn't be incorrect to say that practically all the rights of leadership has been transferred to their granddaughter, Mion-san. The vicious visage of Mion giving prompt directions to adults while searching for Rika-chan sprung back to mind.
Mion
Mion? She's gonna disappear? I hadn't even thought of that possibility. All my hair stood on end. That's insane!
嫌でしょ?
Nobody wants that, right?
当たり前だ!
Of course not! No, don't do it, Keiichi. This is a trick.
そんなの
This is no. We can't allow that. Clamp. Ooishi-san grabbed my shoulders with both hands. I can't believe this kid's falling for it. Then help us, Matabata-san. Help us, kid.
園崎ミオンさんについて最近気づいたこと。
Shit.
何でもいいから話してください。
Exactly. He's falling for the bait again. If there's anything you've noticed about Mion Sonozaki lately, please tell me. I was going along with him. By the time I'd realized it, it was too late. No, it's not too late. Shut your fucking mouth, kid. Plead the fifth, or whatever the fifth is in Japan. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
Smart character moment. Oh, you're so dumb.
Ooishi-san brought his face in closer. Almost close enough to ram into me. Waiting for my next words. This pressure. I can't tear my eyes away from this. At that moment, I heard a beeping sound. Oh, he forgot to put batteries in his smoke alarm. Yeah, beeping. It was from the driver's seat. Oh, yeah, that's right. He ignored it at first, but then it started to bother him. So he finally let go of me and leaned into the driver's seat.
もしもし。
Hello.
はいはい、感動。
Yep, loud and clear. I was saved. Of course, it's not like I could use this opening to escape.
そうですね。
I see.
はいはい。
Yeah, all right.
では戻りましょう。
Let's head back then.
はいはい。
Yeah.
はいはい。
Okay. Apparently he was being recalled. Now that I knew I'd be freed, the tension in my body dissipated all at once.
そろそろ戻らないといけないみたいです。
It looks like I need to get going.
これからがいいところだったんですが、残念ですね。
We were just getting to the good part, too. That's too bad. Ooishi-san flung open the door, exited, and walked around the front to the driver's seat. He left the door open. Did that mean I could leave?
前原さんは友達思いの今時関心な若者です。
You really care about your friends, kid. An admirable trait for a kid to have in this day and age.
友人のことを警察に喋ると、なんだか裏切っているような気持ちになるのをよくわかっていますよ。
I totally understand that it feels like you'd be betraying them if you told the police anything.
前原さん。
Hey, kid.
一晩差し上げますから、ゆっくりお休みになってよく考えてくださいね。
It's the middle of the night, so get a good night's sleep and then think about it.
前原さんのほんのちょっとの勇気が結局大勢の友人を救うことにつながるかもしれないのです。
Just a little bit of courage from you might end up being what saves many of your friends in the end. Did he want to say that the sacrifices wouldn't stop with Rika-chan and Satoko?
分かってると思いますが、綿流し以降、毎晩何かが起こります。
You know this already, but every night since the Watanagashi, something has happened.
これまでは毎年1回だったたたりが、
In the
今年
past.
は連日。
My nose. Why is my nose acting up? Hold on. Okay.
In the past, the curse only occurred once per year, but this time, it's been going on for days.
本当に景気のいい年です。
What a prosperous year this has been.
そんなの景気がいいなんて言いません。
I don't think you can call that prosperous.
おととい、 昨日、そして今日。
The night before last night, and now today.
明日の晩も起こらないなんて保証どこにもありませんよ。
There's no proof that something won't happen tomorrow night as well.
それを未然に防ぐのが私たちの仕事ですが、それには前原さんの協力が不可欠なんです。
It's our job to prevent such things before they happen, but for that, we need your cooperation, kid. I looked out the open door to see none other than my own house, right in front of me. It creeped me out that he knew my name and address, but I was too sleepy right now. Yeah, sleepy time. I was too sleepy to care.
今日はもう眠いでしょう。
Well, you're probably tired.
もう3時になりますからね。
It's already 3 in the morning.
どうぞごゆっくりお休みになってください。
Please get yourself a good rest.
はい。
Yes, sir.
では、失礼します。
I'll be going now. When I was about to get out of the truck, as if to deliver a parting blow, Oishi-san said in a raised voice,
私、前原さんが話す気になってくれるまで、毎日来ちゃいますからね。
I'll be coming every day until you feel like talking. Alright?
取り調べして自白を強要っての、もう時代じゃないと思いますんで。
I don't believe in forcing you to confess in an interrogation room is really in fashion these days. I couldn't say anything in response, but me slamming the door shut probably served the same purpose. Oh no. After lightly beeping the horn, Oishi-san's truck drove off. I went to the front door without waving goodbye. The door was locked, but the chain wasn't off. I unlocked the door and entered. Then I walked over to the staircase. That was where I lost consciousness. Oh, sleepy time. Sleepy time, the time I go to sleep. Sleepy time.
Oh my goodness gracious.
What in the heck? That's a lot of tips. We gotta look at them. Let's look at the tips.
From Scrapbook.
What number is that? What number is that? Is that 9? Whatever, let's just read it.
The Sonozaki family. The one to drastically expand its influence after the war was the Sonozaki family. The leader at the time was
Oryu Sonozaki,
who still has a seat has that seat today.
Oryu Sonozaki
Has grown old, and today you can only catch a glimpse of who she was at the time. From what I've been told, however, she was a leader extolled as the best in history. Having become so old...
That's mean.
Having become so old, aside from going out a few times a week for lessons, she spends her time at home in solitude and seems to leave most of the ceremonial affairs to her heir, Mion. There are different views on why the successor was not her daughter, but her granddaughter, Mion. But it's rumored that it has to do with disownment of her daughter and son-in-law. That uninhibited granddaughter, Mion Sonozaki, still shows no signs of the dignity required of the next leader. However, she does have Sonozaki blood in her veins and is permitted the name of
Demon.
She still doubtlessly requires caution and is probably hiding her fangs and claws as skillfully as the leaders of the past did. Oh no, I am? How upsetting.
はい。郵便局員も目撃してないそうです。園崎本家は郵便受けにハンコが吊るしてあるそうで、書き留めも宅配便も勝手にハンコをして投函していいことになってるんだそうっす。
Yes, the postal worker hasn't seen anything either. The Sonozaki main house has their seal hanging from their mailbox so that anyone can stamp their mail or parcels with it and drop it in.
そりゃ不用心ですね。ってことは、最後の目撃はいつになるんです？
That's rather careless of them. So when was she last seen?
綿流しの開会式でした挨拶が最後です。その後すぐに帰宅したらしいですから。
She was last seen at the Watanagashi opening ceremony greetings. She apparently returned home right after that.
これですからね。話じゃ週に何回かお稽古事で外出してるそうじゃないですか。
Well, she is pretty old. From what I heard, she goes out a few times a week to take lessons, right?
そっちはどうです？
Have you found out anything about that?
毎週月曜に集会所で大正事を習ってるんですが、今週は休んだそうです。
大正
What is this? What is that? Taisho? Taisho Goto? I don't know what this is, but that's okay.
Every Monday she goes to the assembly hall to practice Taisho Goto. But she didn't go this week.
欠席の電話とかは？それを誰かが確認したとかは？
It's an instrument? Oh, okay, cool.
Any calls to say she wasn't going to be there? Has anyone confirmed it?
いえ、誰も。ただ、たまに休むことがあったらしいので、誰も不審には思わなかったようです。
No, nobody. Apparently she apparently takes days off once in a while though, so no one thought it was strange.
明日さ、
10
時くらいになったら市役所のふりして電話してみましょうかね。
Tomorrow.
確認してみてください。
Why don't we pretend we're from... Why don't we pretend we're the town hall and call around 10 o'clock? Please figure out whether she's at home.
10時ですね。了解っす。
10 o'clock. Got it. Oh, we got it. Ever since it started to seem more and more like ancient Hinamizawa traditions had nothing at all to do with this. He'd been carefully keeping an eye on the three families. At this point, the leader of the
Kimiyoshi
family and the leader of the
Furude
family had disappeared. There was only one leader left.
Oryu Sonozaki,
the leader of the Sonozaki family. She was apparently a pretty old woman.
elderly hate. Why are they hating on the elderly?
Her dignity hasn't waned, but she still only appeared before people rarely, so it was difficult to confirm where she was at any given time. She was the last leader, hadn't been seen. The last leader, hadn't been seen since the day of the Watanagashi. Was she still alive and well within the Sonozaki main house? Or had she...
園崎ミオンが言うには体調を崩して寝込んでるんだそうです。
According to Mion Sonozaki, she had fallen ill and was sleeping it off.
本当に寝込んでるのかな?
I wonder if she's really sleeping. I'd like to take a look at her face and the pulse.
まったくっす。
You can say that again. The two of them breathed out a big puff of cigarette smoke.
大石さん、園崎本家と古出神社の捜査令状、申請通ると思います？
Ooishi thought about the search warrants for the Sonozaki main house and the Furude shrine. Do you think we'll get them? Ooishi didn't respond, exhaled another cloud of tobacco smoke, his surroundings now as foggy as his mind.
Do you think they'll get them? I hope not. What the fuck are they gonna think opening the ritual storehouse? What the fuck are they gonna do?
Cock and ball torture? In my enemy's hour? It's more likely than you think.
It's gonna be a bad. Oh my god! But they could just call it a museum. This is a historical place of ancient Japanese torture devices. Yes, unused. There's no blood on them yet. Yeah, just call it a fucking museum. Done. What the cops gonna do? They ain't gonna do shit.
The Hidden Demon. The inhabitants of Hinamizawa believe that the blood of demons flows in their blood. As such, the character for demon,
there it
is treated as very sacred. For example, usage of the character demon in names is apparently a right reserved for only the leaders of the Kimiyoshi and Sonozaki families. Case in point, we can see it in the current Sonozaki family leader's name. Oryu is written with the character.
Oh, we can see it! It's there!
Oh my god. This, and only this, is proof that she is a legitimate leader of the Sonozaki family. In the same way, Mion Sonozaki, its successor, contains demon in her name, with mi being written as there's the demon, there it is. It also goes for Oyu's daughter and Mion's mother, Akane, who did not succeed her. It's known that before the disowning, Akane's name was actually written, though it was changed afterwards to, and it still reads Akane. Oh. Incidentally, it's thought that the first character of the mare
There's too many eyes. There's too many eyes. See this? How do I say this? How long do I hold the E? Kichiro. 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 Kichirao? Kichirao? I'm sorry, Japanese bros! Kichiro.
Name. Originally meant demon, which can also be read as ki. It should be said that names using the character demon aren't limited only to successors of the Sonozaki family. You can even find it in the last names of the three families. For example, the characters for
Kimiyoshi
are likely a split-up version of demon if you write it in reverse from top to bottom as... Okay. It clearly resembles the character. Okay.
Hold on. Let me look at it. Oh, it does. If I squint really hard. It does.
As for Furude family, who have been in the Shinto priesthood for generations, the word for fortune teller can be written without interval characters as whoa. I think that with the addition of a demon's horn, the tick on the top of the character beep and the beep became the oh.
So it's they all look kind of similar. Oh shit though. What the fuck? It's like seeing little shapes and shapes. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. I never thought of that.
Gomenasari. In the case of the Sonozaki family, where Sonozaki is written,
there's a box, and then there's a little box, and then there's a thingy. And there's this little box over here, and then there's a little thingy here.
I can't find any reference to the character. Yeah, it isn't in there. Perhaps because it's already ingrained into their first names. They were the clan responsible for running the Watanagashi ceremony, so I think that instead, they included the contents of that ceremony into their last name. The zaki in sonozaki is a conjugation of the word slice, and the sono, written as dato, probably contains the hidden meaning of human body, as it is a complicated mess, organs, enclosed by 4 sides.
Oh my gosh! That does look like a mess in a box! Oh my gosh, that's so cute! That is so cute and clever. I thought it was just a bunch of moon roots. Look, it's so clever. That is so, it looks like a person, you see it? And then their tummy's open, and then that is so fucking clever. That is, the pictures lining up, yeah. Oh, wow. It's almost like somebody looking at clouds and going,
yeah, I see a puppy. You see that right there?
And then that cloud is puppy for the rest of his life. And then it smushes with another cloud. And then it's like hieroglyphics, kind of. Yeah, kind of.
Puppy in a box.
It becomes other shit. But it stays. That's so weird. Good luck to any kanji bros. Oh god. It can't be that bad. That's gonna be my new catchphrase. It can't be that bad. How can it be that bad? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It can't be that bad. You saw it? It looks like a guy getting his tummy sliced open. Made sense. Oh, guys. I like this symbol. This one is the cutest one. It looks like a snail shell. And it goes, whoop. Ooh, I think it means no, right? It doesn't mean no, but it's the sound. No. Oh, God. That's so cute, isn't it? Isn't it the cutest?
No.
Oh, it's so cute. So adorable. There should be another symbol somewhere that I like. I'm gonna find one. Okay, where were we?
I think, in other words, that sonozaki comes from those who slice open the gut.
Oh, okay, we're learning shit. We're activating all the almonds now. Okay, now this. Request denied!
Oh, お疲れ様です。
Detective will just do any fucking voice.
I'm back.
どうです? 何か手がかりはありま
How
した?
did it go? Did you find any clues?
The officers shook their heads in disappointment. Exhaustion was plainly showing on everyone's faces. That was only natural. None of them have gotten a wink of sleep since the day of Watanagashi.
課長、若い子から交代で仮眠取らせてあげてください。
Anyway.
Chief, let the youngest of us take a nap, and then switch them out.
ここからは長丁場になりますからね。
We've got a long stretch ahead of us after all.
無理せず。
Let's not push ourselves too hard.
のんびり行きましょう。
Rest up so we can take it easy as we go.
みんなには交代で休めって言ってるんだけどね。みんな遠慮してなかなか休んでくれないんだよ。
I've been telling them to sleep in shifts. Nobody actually seems willing to sleep, though.
おいしさんからも言ってくれないか。
Could you tell them yourself, Oishi-san?
ありゃありゃ。みんな遠慮しないでいいんですよ。
Oh my. You don't need to force yourself.
小宮山君。
Kamiyama-kun,
若い子から順に交代で休ませてあげてください。
please let everyone sleep in shifts, starting with the youngest.
小宮山さん、そうしてあげてください。
Kamiyama-san, please do that.
After the chief told him as well, Kimiyama-san left his seat.
で課長、例の請求なんですけど。
So,
まだ
Chief,
ダメそうです。
still no good on our request?
第一、村人の噂だけなんでしょ。もっと具体的な証拠がなければ難しいよ。
It's just a rumor among the villagers in the first place, you know. It's going to be difficult without more concrete evidence.
その証拠があの中に詰まってるかもしれないんですよ。
It's gonna be hard, oh no! For cops to go investigate something and to go into people's private property? With a warrant? Oh my gosh, it's hard. Strange show. Get a warrant, fucker. Get a warrant.
Speak a chant from the grave.
Get a warrant. Get a warrant.
Shut up, Chad.
Even when that evidence might be tucked away in there?
その証拠が中に詰まっているという証拠が必
We
要
need
なんだよ。
evidence. That evidence is tucked away in there.
課長、なぞなぞやってるんじゃないんですよ。
Tucked away. Oh no.
Chief, don't start speaking in riddles to me now.
死んだ2人を含む4人が綿流しの晩に西宮殿と呼ばれる禁断の蔵に無断で入り込み、それを何者かが見ていた。
We have witnesses that say 4 people, including the 2 who died, went into the forbidden ritual storehouse without permission.
ここまでは信頼できる情報なん
This
で
is
す。
all reliable information.
情報と言ったってあくまでも噂だよ。証拠があるわけじゃない。
You may call it information, but they're really only rumors. They're not concrete evidence.
そりゃまあ、4人が放火無理して忍び込む写真はありませんがね。
Get a warrant, Nipah.
Yes.
Well, it's true that we don't have any pictures of the 4 of them sneaking in with cloth tied around their heads.
とにかく、4人は西宮殿の中で何かを見たんです。
Anyway,
消されるくらいの何かを。
those 4 saw something inside the storehouse. Something important enough that they'd be erased.
消されるくらいの何か？それは何だい？
Important enough that they'd be erased. What would that be exactly? That's what I'm asking for a warrant for, looking for in the first place.
園崎家絡みの暴力団関係が
I can't read straight.
ああ。
Anything pointing out the Sonozaki family's connections to violent organizations would be a major contender.
Okay, so let's. What in there? We went in there.
Yeah, I went in there.
What in there directly ties that to them in the storehouse? What did we see in there that would get us killed? Honestly. What did we see? We didn't see shit. We didn't see shit.
拳銃の山か密造工場か
Oh, secret poppy production.
Like a pile of Torca or a secret poppy.
園崎家の隠し資産ってのも
I didn't see anything. I didn't say anything. No fed cat done to me.
The secret Sonozaki family fortune would also be pretty difficult to discard.
大石さん、気持ちはわかるけ
I
ど、
know what a tokorev
あ
is.
の西宮殿ってのは
I mean, no, I
神
don't.
神社にある神聖な建物で、 地元の人間への相当な配慮が必要な建物なんだよ。
What is that? I don't know what that is. Yeah. I don't know nothing, that's right.
Look, Ooishi-san. I know how you feel. However, the storehouse is a sacred building belonging to Furude Shrine, and we need you to have proper consideration for locals in dealing with it. Oh no! I heard that there was an hour call made from Congressman Sonozaki to the big man. Chief, could he have nailed you back down? Oh no!
とにかく相当の証拠がない限り西宮殿の捜査令状は取れないよ。
I want to do this nerd voice because I feel like it.
Anyway, as long as we don't have suitable evidence, we won't get a search warrant for the storehouse.
園崎本家への令状も
That
同
goes for the
じだ。
Sonozaki main house, too.
特に園崎本家への捜査は四課と県警の傍体が絡んでる。
Especially considering the jurisdiction of both Section 4 and the Prefectural Police Crime Prevention Division.
That's a long name.
入念な事前
For somebody
調
that
整が
can't
い
get
る
a
んだ。
warrant.
We need careful preparations first.
調整がいるってんなら、私直接乗り込んでつけてきてもいいですよ。四課長はしげちゃんでしょう。
If you say you need preparations, then why don't you use preparation?
I was gonna say preparation H.
If you say you need preparations, then why don't you just let me talk with them directly? Shige-chan is head of Section 4, right?
傍体は三海さん。
It's Sankai-san.
隣の雀荘で話した方が早そうなメンツですね。
They seem like they'd be quicker to talk if you set them down at a mahjong table.
Oh, that's right. He likes mahjong.
課長にお客様です。
Kojima? Chief, you have a visitor. Oh, yikes! Pushing the employee who guided him right out of the way was an old man who looked like a Yakuza member, given his crested kimono and hakama. Did he not get enough of this over the phone?
わしは議員の園崎じゃ。責任者を出さんか。
Oh, that voice! Oh, I love it! I love it! I absolutely fucking love it. I love it. Damn it. Why do I always like the bad guys? No! Sawa, no!
Sonozaki representative.
I'm gonna butcher it. I'm sorry. The original voice is... Let me hear it again.
わしは議員の園崎じゃ。責任者を出さんか。
It's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. Let me hear it again.
わしは議員の園崎じゃ。責任者を出さんか。
I am Congressman Sonozaki. I demand to know who's responsible for this. This incident.
Hello, I'm the division chief Tatsugi.
お前の名刺などいらんわ。
I don't need to know your name. I could have demoted. I could have you demoted on a whim.
それにお前だけでは足らん。
You wouldn't even be enough.
大石とかいう男も呼ばんか。
Bring out the one called Ooishi or whatever.
神聖な古出神社に捜査令状なんぞを請求しよった罰当たり者じゃ。
What?
He deserves punishment for requesting a search warrant on the sacred Furude Shrine.
申し訳ございません。大石はただいま捜査に出ておりまして、なかなか連絡がつきにくく、私が代わって受けたまわりますので。
I sincerely apologize. Ooishi is currently on investigation and he's been difficult to contact. I'll take his place to hear you out.
どうぞ。
Please have a seat. Oh, shit. The chief's eyes were telling me to get out of here.
Wait, my bad.
The chief's eyes were telling me to get out of here. Scramble. Perhaps I'll greatly accept this favor. Maybe I'll go lay down in the nap room.
よいか。古手神社はそもそも公暦2600年に次ぐ2500年の歴史を有する神聖にして犯すべからずの聖地なのじゃ。
This sounds like Kabuki theater. This is great. I love it. I love it.
Listen here. The Furude Shrine spent 2,600 years under the imperial calendar and 2,500 more beyond that. It is sacred! A sanctuary that must never be defiled.
八百万の神々とお社様と先祖の霊を祭り、日が昇りてから沈むまで、月が昇りてから沈むまで、ひなみ沢を見守る尊い神社なのじゃ。
That is pretty old.
The 800,000 gods, Oyashiro-sama, and the spirits of our ancestors are enshrined there. The holy shrine protects Hinamizawa from when the sun comes up to when it sets, and from when the moon rises to when it falls.
それを土足で踏みにじろうというバカがいる。
バカだよ。
Who is the idiot who wanted to set foot in there?
そもそも信仰の自由は憲法で定められた国民の最も尊い権利であろうが、それを自らの操作の怠慢を口実に汚そうという魂胆。
He is right. He has a point.
Besides, the right to religion is the most revered right of the people of this country in the Constitution. You dare be so bold as to sully that using your own investigation's negligence as pretext!
こんなものは断じて許せんぞ。聞いておるのか、大竹が。
I cannot. I will not allow it. Are you listening, you lying scum?
わしを怒らせて、ただで済むと思わん方がいいぞ。
I am angry now, so you're not getting off the hook that easily.
He's mad. Just give him a Snickers. Here. You act like a demon when you're hungry. Here, have a Snickers.
Oh, back to my room, where I should be anyway. I saw a ceiling I was familiar with. Though I was groggy from sleep, I did notice that I was in my futon, like I was every morning. I looked at my clock, and despite having turned in so late last night, I had awoken at precisely the same moment I always did. I'm so low on sleep, but I guess you really can get up at the same time every day. The secrets of the human body never cease to amaze me. If I went back to sleep like this, I would definitely not be waking up again. I spurred myself on and slipped out of my futon. Mom asked me about last night at breakfast. Oh, man. Apparently we, too, had gotten a call asking if we knew where Rika-chan and Satoko were. And Mom vaguely understood that something serious was happening.
じゃあ、ゆうべはお友達とみんなで夜遅くまで探してたの?
Oh gosh, there. So then, you were out late last night with all your friends looking for them?
3時くらいまでかな。
Until about 3, I think. Yeah.
結局見つかったの?
Did you find them?
そのリカちゃんとサトコちゃんは。
Oh gosh, Rika-chan and Satoko-chan, I mean?
Crunch. I wearily bit into my toast. It didn't really have any taste.
You should have put butter on it.
Just then, we heard the chime go ding-dong. I looked up at the clock and saw it was about 5 minutes past my regular meeting with Rena. Oh, it was her at the door.
おはよう。
おはよう。
少しは眠れたかな。 かな。
Oh, her talking style was so fucking cute. Did you get any sleep? Did you?
何時間寝れたんだろうな。
I think I slept for a few hours.
多分鶏の足でも数えられるくらいだと思う。
You could probably count them on a chicken's toes, though. Rena seems pretty sleep deprived as well. There was something missing from her usual spirit.
学校行くか。
Are you going to school?
うん。
Yeah.
その方がね、きっといいと思うの。
I think it would be better that way.
She said, smiling albeit stiffly. Rena was probably worrying her heart out about those two as well. Even so, she wanted to go to school.
今日お休みしたら、きっとケイチ君は病んで寝込んじゃうと思う。
If you stay home today, I think you'd just be worrying non-stop and sleeping.
私、そんなの嫌だから。
I don't want that.
だから、
So,
一緒に学校に行こう。
let's go to school together.
わかった。
Alright.
ちょっと待っててくれ。
Just wait a moment.
すぐ支度するから。
ちょっと待ってくれ。I'll get ready. I was just a bit happy about Rena mustering that much consideration for me. We went to the place where we usually meet up with Mion, but she was nowhere to be found. We were a little bit late today, so we thought she'd be waiting for us.
みーちゃん、さすがに今日は起きられないかもね。
I guess Mi-chan couldn't wake up today, huh?
あ、そうか。
そうか。That's right.
あいつにとっては昨日だけじゃないんだよな。
For her, it wasn't just yesterday.
一昨日の晩も村長さんを探して徹夜してるんだよな。
She was up all night looking for the mayor the night. Yeah, she was up all night looking for the mayor the night before last, too. We waited for a bit. Time passed until it got to the point where it was okay for us to go on alone. And we exchanged glances.
どうする？
What should we do?
もう少し待つか？
Wait a little longer? At that point, my brain, which had finally been woken up by the morning air, recalled the ominous words Ooishi-san had left me with last night. The leaders of the three families were disappearing one after the other. And next, it might be the Sonozaki's leader. Mion could have... No, that couldn't be.
行こう。
Let's go.
今日は寝かせておいてあげようよ。
Let's let her sleep for today.
Rena gave me a pat on the back.
ミオン。
Mion.
本当にいるよな。
She's still here, right?
何か言ったかな？
Did you say something?
あ、いや、独り言。
Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself.
行こうぜ。
Let's get moving. The two of us headed to school by ourselves. On the way, we saw a bunch of our classmates accompanied by their parents. It even looked like some of them were being taken to school by car. Surprisingly, the principal was also standing watch at the school gate. I'd never seen that before.
おはようございます。
Good morning.
おはようございます。
Good morning.
The principal was bowing to our classmates' guardians. The wooden sword leaning next to him was a little ominous. He has a wooden sword. I have a wooden sword too. Where is my wooden sword? I have it. It's one of those kendo practicing ones or whatever. I have it for funsies.
前原君、おはよ
Marabara-kun, good morning.
う。竜宮君、おはよ
Oh, somebody in chat has a real one?
Whoa.
Are you a samurai? You have real swords? I did a sword stream. What was it, last year? That was fun. We watched old commercials about swords and cheap weapons. That shit was fun. Oh, that was a fun stream.
Marabara-kun, good morning. Ryugu-kun, good morning.
Good morning.
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
先生から大切なお話があるから、すぐに教室に入るように。
Your teacher has something important to say, so head straight to the classroom.
いいかね?
いいかね. All right. Rena and I said nothing. The madness that only existed at night had finally crawled out into the sunlight. That's what it felt like.
Cutlery corner? I don't know if there's any more clips or stuff that are good.
皆さん、おはようございます。
Good morning, everyone.
The hushed conversations that had been spreading for a while now all disappeared like an illusion the moment our teacher walked in the door. Silence dominated the classroom. The principal came in with our teacher as well. This was clearly not a normal morning.
まず、校長先生から大切なお話があります。
First, the principal has something important to tell everyone.
校長先生、どうぞ。
Go ahead, Mr. Principal.
The principal cleared his throat and approached the dais.
もう知っている生徒もおるだろう。
I'm sure some of you already know this. The classroom was dead silent. Everyone was staring at Rika-chan and Satoko's empty seats. The principal briefly and simply declared that Rika-chan and Satoko had gone missing. Dais? Dais? Why is there an A there? Or dais? I say dais. There's an A there. Why wouldn't I say the A? I don't know. Whatever. There wasn't a single person in the classroom who didn't already know. There seemed to be many, however, who couldn't accept it as the truth. It had been confirmed to them now by the principal's words. There were sobs throughout the classroom, and I heard a kid crying. They steadily spread throughout the whole room. The big-hearted principal wasn't able to keep his cool either. Oh no.
はい、皆さん注目注目。
Okay, everyone, pay
今
attention.
日から当分の間、登下校は保護者の方と一緒に行います。
From today on, your parents or guardians will be taking you to
保
school.
護者の方の都合がつきにくい生徒は集団での登下校とします。
For those of you whose parents can't do so, you'll be coming here in groups.
プリントを作りましたので、よく読み、保護者の方にも必ず見せてください。
I made a handout, so read it carefully and be sure to show it to your
いい
parents.
ですね。
Understand?
The teacher's voice was a little abrasive. Not even she could conceal the strain she felt from this unprecedented, abnormal situation. They should have just canceled school today. However, Rena told me that the school was also like a nursery for the students, whose parents both worked, so some of them wouldn't want school to be canceled. Ain't that the truth for a bunch of these parents out here in the U.S.? It's the same way out here. Oh man, it sucks though. I prefer homeschool myself, but whatever. Ah man. Whatever. It all depends on what kind of school you got anyway nowadays. What we drinking tonight's hour? Water. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. But it's water, because I can't drink soda because it'll fuck up my voice. And I just had a chai latte before this stream, so I'm kind of like, well, you know what? I think my voice has been pretty decent so far.
Yeah, that's been okay, right? Right? It's actually been better. The reason why I don't usually drink caffeinated beverages
is because my voice turns out like this. But you know what? For most of this, I have to sound like this.
Yeah. Works. It works. Decent? I mean, decent as in it works. Have you mixed any other teas with chai? No. Why would I? Should I? I don't give a shit.
Let's begin.
では授業を始めます。
Well then, let's begin the lesson.
委員長。
Class president. She's absent, I see.
では日直。
Then whoever is on day duty, let me hear it.
起立。
All rise. All rise. Yeah. Little kid.
That feeling of wanting to maintain an everyday atmosphere, even if it's only in school, precisely because our lives had been messed up, was something that I agreed with at this point. As for the teacher, who always had her lunch in the staff lounge, she ate in the classroom today. I had to laugh at her curry bento, which was just a rumor until now, but there was nobody to laugh with me. Rena brought her chair and lunch over to my seat. Today it was only the two of us. The fact that we didn't need to drag any other desks over was sad.
眠いね。
I'm sleepy.
ああ
Yeah.
でももうそんなに気にならなくなったよ。
I don't feel like sleeping anymore, though.
むしろ今寝れるくらいのずぶとい神経が羨ましい。
In fact, I'm jealous of the people that could sleep at a time like this. They've got nerves of steel.
そうかもね。
You're right.
I was sleepy this morning, but my drowsiness had dissipated after coming to school and constantly feeling the incredible tension. Rena's bento box didn't have its usual luster. That was to be expected.
What is Korean embarrassing lunch or something? No, you're gonna have to go back.
You're gonna have to go back and you're gonna have to watch the episode where the teacher is known as like the curry queen. And she loves curry and she has a little garden of curry staples and shit. And they have a curry competition.
I don't think... Were you here for that? I don't know if you were here for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Rena was up for a long time last night, too. She wouldn't have had time to make her lunch beforehand. Since it's not like she would have gotten up early this morning.
遠慮なくつっつけよ。
Grab anything you want.
今日は素直に俺の弁当の方が立派なのを認めろ。
Go ahead. You can admit that my bento is better today.
じゃあ遠慮なくいただくね。
Okay. Then I'll have some.
ああ、しそチーズのちくわ巻きなんて面白いな。
Wow. A chikua roll with perilla... perilla?
La perilla and cheese.
That's interesting.
レナのだって今日のはレトルトだろうけどなかなかうまいぞ。
Rena, yours might have ready-made food in it, but it's pretty good too. I realized the two of us were desperately trying to brighten the afternoon mood to its usual level as much as we could. I looked around the classroom, and it seemed like we were the only ones trying to do so, surrounded as we were by gloominess.
こうして二人だけでお弁当をつつき合ってると、なんだかなんだかだよね。
Just the two of us sharing our lunches like this. It's sort of, well, sort of like something.
Great. Yeah, it's something. Yeah. Our laughter grew quieter. I was the first one to mess up.
ごめん。
Sorry.
悪かった。
I mean, well, I'm sorry.
いいよ。
No, it's okay.
仕方ないよ。
It's not your fault.
Our chopsticks both stopped moving. We couldn't keep it up anymore.
リカちゃんとサトコどこに行ったんだろうな。
Rika-chan, Satoko, I wonder where they went. Those words might have sounded too miserable. Everyone was thinking it, using roundabout ways to address the topic, but I came right out and said it. I heard Rena catch her breath.
昨日ね、ケイチ君がいなくなってる間にいろいろと話を聞いてたから、レナの知ってる限りを話すね。
Yesterday, while you were gone, I heard a bunch of things. So I'll tell you what I know, okay?
ゆうべはすまなかった。
Sorry again about last night.
頼む。
Go ahead. At that time, since they arrived for support, Rena was helping the Lady Society cook the miso soup we'd had. They reported all of the information the villagers had gathered, and Rena said she overheard it.
でも結局何もわからなかったんだろ。
They didn't know anything important, though, did they?
学校が終わってから家に帰って二人で自転車に乗ってどこかへ行ったらしいということ以外は。
Rika-chan and Satoko went home after school, and then apparently went somewhere on their bikes, but other than that, Mion had told me yesterday.
We had no clues.
うん。
Yeah.
警察の人も家に帰ってからすぐに自転車で遊びに行ったんだろうって言ってる。
The police also said they probably went out on their bikes to go play somewhere as soon as they got home.
家に帰ってからすぐに自転車で遊びに行くところと言ったら街かもしれないでしょ。
If they were going to play somewhere on their bikes right after getting home, then they might have gone into town.
だから沖宮の町でいなくなったんじゃないかって結論になってるみたい。
So I guess they concluded they disappeared while in Ooishi.
警察は明るくなってから捜査範囲を沖宮にも広げるって言ってた。
The police were saying how they were going to expand their search to Ooishi in the morning.
In town. It makes sense why we couldn't find them even though we searched all of Hinamizawa then. Still, something didn't fit. I had no basis for thinking that. Just a gut feeling. I revealed something to Rika-chan that was likely very important to her that day. Then Rika-chan had told me to leave it to her. Then, what did she say? Oh, right. If she didn't work hard, then something bad might happen to the dog, too, I think. With all the talk of dogs and cats, I still didn't have the faintest idea what she really meant. But it might have been Rika-chan's way of saying this was a race against me. Damn it! I'd selfishly pushed my anxiety on Rika-chan and tried to run away. When I thought about it, I shouldn't have run back then. I should have asked her more about the dogs and cats. The more I think back on it, I really screwed up. Anyway, I don't think Rika-chan was in a situation where she could just go off and play somewhere. Of course, I didn't have any evidence or conviction to base that on. It was just a hunch.
町なんかに行くわけないと思うんだ。
I don't think she'd go into town.
ケイチ君もそう思う？
You think so too, Keiichi-kun?
レナもそう思うよ。
I agree.
リカちゃんもサトコちゃんもひなみ沢でいなくなったに違いないの。
Rika-chan and Satoko-chan must have disappeared in Hinamizawa.
I looked back at Rena, startled. I could hear the conviction in those words. Without replying to my gaze, she took her bento box and went to the hallway.
お弁当箱を洗ってくるね。
I'm going to rinse this out.
She timed that in a way that broke off the conversation. Suddenly, I got the feeling that the next thing she had to say would be hard to say aloud in the classroom. I hurriedly grabbed my bento box and followed her. Rena didn't go to the kitchenette, but rather to the water fountains out back where the students seldom went. Ah, okay. Back here, the water flowed down onto our bento boxes. During that time, Rena didn't say a word. Then, after making sure there were no other students around, she finally opened her mouth to speak.
リカちゃんとサトコちゃんが街に遊びに行っていなくなったなんて。
The whole thing about Rika-chan and Satoko-chan going to town to play then disappearing.
なんだか腑に落ちなくて、私なりにいろいろ聞いたり調べたりしたの。
That didn't make any sense for some reason. So I decided to investigate a little bit myself.
聞いた？
Who did you ask?
何を？
What did you ask them about?
婦人会のおばさんたちにいろいろ。
I asked the Lady Society all kinds of things.
昨日のお味噌汁、お豆腐がいっぱい入ってたでしょ？
There was a lot of tofu in the miso soup yesterday, remember?
富田豆腐店のおばあちゃんも来てたの。
The old lady from the Tomita tofu shop came too.
The Tomita tofu shop. Oh, I remember. That was one of the stores on the road leading to the hospital. Those huge lumps of tofu dancing in the bathtub like sister and always looked nice and refreshing.
おばあちゃんね、昨日学校の帰り道にさとこちゃんがお店に寄ってお豆腐を買っていったのを覚えてたの。
The old lady says she remembers Satoko-chan stopping to buy tofu there on her way home from school.
豆腐？
Tofu?
学校の帰り道にだろ？
Well, it's on the way home, right?
それが何か手がかりになるのか？
How is that a clue?
Oh my god, Keiichi! We at least know she stopped there! We at least know the last person to see her, you dumb fuck! Why do we get the dumbest protagonist? Why? Why do we get the dumbest... why are all the protagonists so stupid? Why? Why are they so stupid? When are we gonna get a smart one? When are we gonna...
Why does that matter? If they're the last person to see them alive. You know, she stopped and got tofu. Who cares?
Vertex has gotta be dumb so dumb people can play the game. Shit the fuck up! It's true. It's true. I'm so dumb. I thought you liked his naivete. This is a little too much. This is a little too much at this point. Some of the questions he asks, I just go, oh, dear. Let's get on with this.
Tofu. Well, it's on the way home, right? How is that a clue?
いいから聞いて。
Just listen.
リカちゃんの家に行った時のこと。
Do you remember when we went to Rika-chan's house?
Rena stepped away from the sinks and spread her arms wide to recreate the space of Rika-chan's room.
ガス台にお鍋がかけてあって、その中にお味噌汁が入ってたの。
There was a pot on her gas cooker, and there was miso soup in it.
中にはお豆腐が多分一丁の半分くらい入ってたと思う。
I think there was probably about half of it inside.
残りの半分は冷蔵庫の中にあったの。
The rest was in the refrigerator.
冷ややっこにするつもりだったんだね。
They must have been planning to make chilled tofu.
お皿に開けてラップがかけてあった。
It was on a plate in plastic wrap.
As Rena explained, she walked around as if she were really going through Rika-chan's room.
でもレナ、それが何だって言うんだ？
Still, Rena, why does this matter?
ケイチ君。
ケイチ君。
お味噌汁のお豆腐って本当に最後の
Yes, you
最
put
後
the
に入れ
tofu
る
in
んだね。
last. When you make miso soup, you put the tofu in last.
つまりお料理してたリカちゃんかもしくはサトコちゃんはお夕飯の時間の直前まであそこに立って料理をしていたことになるの。
That means that Rika-chan or Satoko-chan, whoever was cooking, was standing there making it up until right before dinner time.
夕食の時間の直前まで
Right up until dinner time. Wasn't everyone saying that their bikes weren't around, so they must have gone somewhere to play by themselves?
三角コーナーのゴミを見たらすごく不吉祥だった。
The trash in the countertop bin was put in there really awkwardly too.
食事やお弁当は ほとんどリカちゃんが作ってるんだけど、たまにね、さとこちゃんがすることもあるの。
Rika-chan makes most of their food lunches, but occasionally Satoko-chan does too.
だからその晩はさとこちゃんがお料理したんだね。
So Satoko-chan was cooking that night. Yep. Yep, because she wouldn't know how to put it in the trash. I was about to say,
そ
she
れっ
wouldn't
て
know.
つまり
So
サトコに
that
関して
means
は遊びに行かず夕食の準備をしてたってことなのか？
that Satoko, at least, didn't go somewhere to play. She was preparing dinner.
Yeah,
それで私、炊飯釜も見てみたの。
that's a very important place when you're when you're dealing with a murder in Asia. You look at the rice cooker. That's the first place the cops should look. The rice cooker. Very important. Very important. Yeah, and then I took a look in the rice cooker and
炊飯釜には2人分のご飯が
there
入
was
っていた。
rice for two still in there. Oh my gosh.
ってことは2人分の夕飯は作ったけど2人とも夕飯は食べなかった。
So she made dinner for both of them, but neither of them ate it.
そういうことか。
Is that it? Rena nodded.
それで次に冷蔵庫の中も見てみたの。
So next I looked in the fridge.
そうしたら残り半分のお豆腐で作った
There
冷
was
ややっ
some
こがあ
chilled
ったの。
tofu made from the other half that they bought.
それだけじゃない。
That's not all either.
お夕飯用に作ったおかずも何皿かあって、それらにはみんなラップがされていた。
There were a whole bunch of plates with side dishes for dinner, and all of them were in plastic wrap.
You usually plastic wrap things so you can have leftovers for the next day. My mom does it all the time too, using them in breakfast or lunch.
そう。
That's right.
ラップって食べ残しとかを取っておくためにするものだよね。
You use plastic wrap to save leftovers for
冷
later.
蔵庫に入れたということは、少なくともその晩のうちには食べないつもりだったというこ
So
と。
the fact that they were in the fridge means they didn't plan on eating them that night at least.
そういうことになるのか？
Is that what it means?
ケイチくん、
Keiichi-kun,
もっとよく考えて。
think a little harder.
お夕飯を全く手つけずでラッ
Their
プしてあったん
dinner
だ
was
よ。
totally untouched and wrapped up.
どういうことだと思う？
What do you think that means? Okay, chat, what do you think that means? Let me drink some water. Do a little thinky think. What do we think that means? They weren't hungry?
They were not hungry.
They had to get out of there. They had to leave in a hurry, but I mean, when you're in a hurry, you don't just wrap all the shit and wrap and then like put it away. They were planning on coming back. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense, I guess.
It means that they didn't eat anything and their tummy hurt. Yeah, that's what that means.
じゃあ
Well,
夕食を食べる必要がなくなったわけだ。
that means they didn't need to eat dinner anymore.
外食とか出前とかで。
So they would have gone out to eat or ordered
それ
takeout.
も突然にね。
It must have been really sudden too.
前もって決まっていたらお料理なんかしない。
If they had decided to do that beforehand, they wouldn't have made anything
そ
but
してお夕食は2人分用意されていた。
there was dinner for the two of them.
つまりさとこちゃんは2人で食事ができると本当に直前までそう思って料理をしていたということなの。
Yeah. That means when Satoko-chan was making their dinner, they really thought they were going to eat it until right before they didn't.
じゃあ
So
2人
then,
で遊びに行っていなくなったというのは間違いじゃないか。
the theory about the two of them going out to play and then disappearing is wrong.
そう。
Yep.
つまりいなくなったのはお夕飯ができて夕食に至るまでの本当にわずかな時間。
Yep. They disappeared after making dinner and right before they ate it.
多分7時頃くらい。
Probably around 7 o'clock.
そんな時間に食事もせずに二人はどこへ行ったんだ？
Where would they have gone at a time like that by themselves without eating?
当然そこに行き着くよね。
That's obviously where this is leading.
ケイチ君、覚えてるかな？
Keiichi-kun, do you remember?
折りたたみ机が置いてあって、その上にお醤油や箸立てなんかが置いてあったのを。
On their fold-out table, there were things like soy sauce and a chopstick holder.
There might have been something like that. I didn't remember.
お醤油の小瓶ね。
The container for the soy sauce.
空っぽだったの。
It was empty.
もう一滴も入ってなかった。
There wasn't even a drop left.
これじゃあ冷ややっこは美味しくないよね。
Chilled tofu wouldn't taste good with that. She's right! She's right though. Sherlock Rena, yeah. Detective Rena. Yeah, damn, she's right.
だから私、流しの下にある醤油の大瓶を探してみたの。
They probably don't have it, so they went and got soy sauce. So I looked under their sink for the larger bottle of soy sauce they have.
よくそんなところにあるって知ってるな。
You sure know a lot about where they keep stuff.
私もリカちゃんの家に行ってお料理したことあったから。
I've been to Rika-chan's house and cooked for them before.
Rena cleared her throat, her face returning to a serious expression.
でね、流しの下を開けてみたら、醤油の大瓶が瓶ごとなかったの。
Then, when I opened the cabinet, the big bottle of soy sauce wasn't there at all.
醤油の大瓶がないとどういう意味になるん
It
だ？
wasn't there. What does that mean?
ここから先は全部レナの想像だからね。
Everything I'm going to say from here on is just Rena's idea.
だから最後まで口を挟まずに聞いていてね。
So, please listen until the end without saying anything. Last night, Satoko was making dinner like normal. Rika-chan usually watched TV until the food was ready, so she was probably laying down watching a variety show or something. Satoko put the tofu in the miso soup, and right when dinner was about to be ready, she noticed they were out of soy sauce. So Rika-chan, who had nothing to do, brought the big bottle of soy sauce to the neighbor's house to borrow theirs.
俺、ご近所付き合いってよくわからないんだが、
I
醤
don't
油なんか
really.
って分けてもらえるものなのか？
I don't really know my neighbors that well. Would people be willing just to give her soy sauce? Yes, you dumb fuck!
うん。ひなみ沢ではそんなに珍しいことじゃないよ。
Yeah, it's not all that uncommon in Higurashi. So Rika-chan rode her bike out to get some soy sauce. No matter how long Satoko-chan waited, though, Rika-chan didn't come back. So then Satoko called up the house where Rika-chan was going. Would Rika happen to be imposing on you? Something like that. Then the other person must have replied with something like
う
that.
ちに食事の用意があるから、さとこちゃんもいらっしゃい。
We have plenty of food here, so you should come too, Satoko-chan.
リカちゃんはもう食べてるよって。
Rika-chan has already
きっ
eaten.
とそんな感じで呼び出したん
I
だと思
think
う。
that's how they called her out of there. Satoko called Rika a few names in private and wrapped up the dinner she had made for them. She put it in the fridge so she could use it for breakfast and lunch the next day. Oh. Then Satoko got on her bike too and headed for the house where Rika-chan was. It was a trick.
でも、すでにこの時点でおかしいの。
Okay, but this is already pretty strange.
食事ってね、突然やってきた人に振る舞えるほど多めに作るものじゃないんだよ。
Yup. You don't normally make so much food that you can give it to people who suddenly arrived at your house. And now I gotta chill up my spine. Yeah. This is bad. And The reason I do is because no one mentioned that they invited them to their house. Did they? It's the neighbors? No. It's not the neighbors. Because wouldn't the neighbors have said something? Closest neighbor nearby? Can check, but I don't think it's the neighbors. Something happened. Somebody else. A veteran housewife would never normally make so much food that she could feed 2 extra people.
たまたま偶然作りすぎたことだって考えられるだろう。
Could it have been a coincidence that they made too much?
それでも絶対に考えられない。
I still think it's still unthinkable.
Rena flatly denied me. You're right.
だってリカちゃんはさとこちゃんが頑張って作ったお夕飯がもうできてることを知ってるんだよ。
Since Rika-chan knew that Satoko-chan had worked really hard to make dinner for them, didn't she?
どんなにお夕飯を
No
勧め
matter
ら
what
れたっ
kind
て
of food she was
さ
offered.
とこちゃんのお夕飯を無駄にするよう
Yeah,
な
that's
ことを
right.
するわけがない。
She's right. No matter what kind of food she was offered, she wouldn't let Satoko-chan's dinner go to waste.
This was all only circumstantial evidence and Rena's guesswork. Even so, it was all extremely convincing. It was the only ray of hope we had to topple this situation bereft of clues.
じゃあレナ、
Then Rena,
リカちゃんはどこへ醤油をもらいに行ったん
where
だ
did Rika-chan go to get soy sauce? That was the heart of it. It would have been somewhere she'd be comfortable with asking for soy sauce, and somewhere Satoko wouldn't think it suspicious that she'd been invited for dinner. So who was it?
If it's Sonozaki's fucking house, I'm gonna fucking go insane. Please don't tell me it was them. Rena slowly shook her head.
レナの推理はここまで。
What? What do you mean? What do you mean we're getting it again, mate? What do you mean? That's all for Rena's guesses.
あくまでも想像だからね。
These are all just ideas, okay?
警察の人とかには内緒にしておいてね。
Keep them a secret from the police.
隠すことはないんじゃないか。
Oh, what is there to hide?
仮に半分しか合ってないとしてもきっとヒントにはなると思うぞ。
Even if only half of what you say is right, it should be a good clue for all of this.
ケイチくん、
Keiichi-kun.
これってひなみ沢の人を疑うって意味だよ。
This all means suspecting someone from Hinamizawa.
確信もないのに村の人を疑えない。
We can't suspect anyone without a really good reason.
I saw a few girls coming over to rinse out their bento boxes. Rena cut the conversation short there and returned to the classroom. I stayed there alone, my body bathed in the lively voices of the cicadas. Let's think about this. In my own way, Rena had barely any information to go on, and yet she'd reasoned out that much. So there was still something that only I, who knew far more than Rena did, could deduce. Ooishi-san said last night too, but this incident was definitely occurring within Hinamizawa. Rena might not have wanted to believe it, but it's basically a given that the culprit is someone from the village. The trigger for everything was when the 4 of us trespassed in the forbidden storehouse. Somebody saw us go in there. For the culprits, breaking the taboo was a crime punishable by death. So last night, Tomitake-san and Takano-san were sacrificed. There were still 2 left. Shion and myself. However, before the culprits bore their fangs on Shion and me, they went after the mayor, to whom Shion had confessed her sin. Next, they went for Rika-chan, to whom I'd confessed my sin. Then what about Satoko? Just a stray bullet? By itself, Rika-chan being sacrificed after I told her everything was mortifying. But Satoko, who was sacrificed for no reason, wasn't that all the more regrettable? Everything was my fault! Who would be the next to disappear? Would it be Shion and me next time? Why? Why weren't the culprits going for Shion and me right away, though? If they had enough power to erase the mayor and Rika-chan, then why not just get rid of Shion and me? If they went for us, well, I wouldn't like it, but I could still tolerate it. What I couldn't forgive was them getting rid of those we'd confessed to. Now that I think about it, yesterday Shion said something alarming. She felt like someone was watching her. So then, was someone watching me as well? Strangely though, I hadn't felt anything like that until now. Even though I'm the root cause of everything, I had never once thought that it had that impression. Maybe that was simply because Shion was more cautious than me, and I was careless. But you have to remember, Keiichi Marabara, that, Mion asked you.
Do you feel like someone's watching you or stalking you? You went out by yourself, and that kind of pissed me off. Do you think someone's watching you?
I wonder why she said that. Almost as if she knows something.
That's another story, though. Let's get back on track. Why weren't the culprits going after Shion and me? I feel like that's where the key to this lay. Could it be? Was I making a big assumption that I shouldn't have been? I thought and thought, but I couldn't come up with an answer. The one thing I understood was that I was a concerned party to this case, and that I had a duty to watch over it until everything got resolved. I heard the ring of the bell declaring the end of lunch break. Would somebody else disappear tonight? If nobody else did, then I wanted them to get rid of me tonight for sure. And then put an end to all of this. Shion's hysterical voice on the phone last night came to mind. They planned to murder those close to us first, make us as miserable as possible. And only then would they kill us.
Maebara-kun, 昼休みは終わりであるぞ。
Madareta-kun, lunch break's over.
教室に戻りなさい。
Get back to the classroom. At the principal's urging, I returned to the classroom, which was quiet as the streets at night. There were a lot of parents picking up their children after school. It was just like a kindergarten. Yay! The students whose parents didn't come went home as a group. We left school with everyone else, following the assigned route. Even while leaving, nobody said anything funny. They all looked like exhausted mountaineers, silently marching through the mountains. As we went, one left, and then another, and in the end, it was just Rena and me. I was supposed to escort Rena all the way to her house, but she declined.
本当にいいのか?
Will you be alright?
一人じゃ不用心だぞ。
It's not safe to go alone.
レナを送った後、一人で帰るケイチ君だって同じくらい不用心だよ。
It would be just as dangerous for you to go home by yourself after bringing me back, Keiichi-kun.
まだ明るいんだもの。
It's still light out anyway.
大丈夫。
大丈夫。
そうか。
I see.
じゃあ気をつけてな。
Then be careful, okay?
Yeah.
あれ？あれ警察の人じゃないかな。
Isn't that a policeman?
Rena pointed towards my house. shit. You're killing the vibes. You're killing the vibes. I couldn't know. There was a car stopped in front of it. Ah, shit. From out the car came Ooishi-san. He must have been waiting for my return to ambush me. Ooishi-san started walking over wearing that annoying grin.
レナはもう行きな。
Rena, you should go.
あいつに絡まれると長い。
If you get involved with him, you'll be here for hours.
でもどうして警察の人がケイチ君に用があるんだろう。
What do the police want with you?
Rena's a good person. Even when I made a fuss over Rika-chan's disappearance, she never asked me why I did. She could have been suspecting me ever since then, and that would have been okay. Even so, she still hadn't asked me anything. She didn't try and pressure me into revealing the truth.
俺は犯人じゃない。
I'm not the culprit.
そんなの知ってるよ。
I know that.
でも事件に何の関わりもないとは言い切れない。
That said, I can't say that I'm totally uninvolved with this incident. Rena simply listened, smiling like she always did. Even though I had insinuated I was related to the incident, she didn't look at me as though she were looking at something dirty.
今度話すよ。
I'll tell you next time.
Okay.
待ってるね。
I'm looking forward to it.
じゃあ早く行きな。
Get going, then. Rena gave me a slight bow and trotted away, leaving me alone with Ooishi-san, who walked over.
どうもどうも。
Domo domo.
おかえりなさい、前原さん。
Welcome home, kid.
どうも。
Hello.
ご家族はお留守みたいですね。
It looks like your parents aren't
い
here.
やはや困っていたんですよ。
My, I was in a bit of a spot.
He came all the way to my house. I could only thank my good fortune that my parents were absent. Since neither of them was around at this hour, they would probably be back late.
親父の仕事の関係で出かけてるんだと思います。
I think Dad got called out on
帰
business.
りは遅いと思いますよ。
I don't think he'll be back until later.
そうですか。
I see.
それは好都合です。
Well, that's convenient, I suppose.
You Beatrice! Bitch, get I suppose out your mouth!
I suppose.
Oh, Beatrice is so fucking cute. I don't even like ReZero, but I like Beatrice. I suppose. It's so cute.
親御さんに変な思いをさせずに済みます。
We can do this without giving your parents any strange ideas.
I don't like this thing.
We're not gonna do anything, old man. Old fat man. Ooishi-san pushed my back, prompting me to walk. It seemed like he wanted to get me in the car. Oh
警察
no.
に連行するんですか？
Oh, by the way, Sao, it's 12:30. Yeah, I know, but 5 more minutes, Mom. 5 more minutes. It's okay. 5 more minutes. Or should I stop here? Oh man, my back is killing me. 5 more minutes.
Yeah, 5 more minutes. It's fine. It's fine.
Are you taking me to the police station? I wasn't the culprit, but I was the cause of everything. It wouldn't be weird if he wanted to investigate me. That kind of gave me a resigned feeling.
いえ、立ち話もなんですから。車の中でお話ししようってだけですよ。
No, I just want to stand around talking. We can just talk in the car, that's all.
さあ、どうぞ。
Come on now. Don't be shy.
He opened the back door and urged me inside. If I got in, I wouldn't have a very easy time getting out. If I said no, however, This man might really handcuff me and take me away. Ah, shit. I couldn't refuse. I could only accept in good grace. The inside of the car had been cooled too much by the air conditioner, and there was a rusty smell coming from the filter, which must have been cleaned only rarely.
ありゃ、冷えすぎます？
Oh, is it too cold?
切りましょうか。
I'll turn the core off.
He turned off the engine, and it suddenly became quiet. The voices of the Higurashi, with all their cool loneliness, snuck inside.
Yeah, just like me, for real, for real.
It sounded to me like a chorus of voices, lamenting my exorbitant punishment for having harbored such foolish curiosity. For a few moments, while listening to those voices, I myself lamented the days that had been twisted and distorted since last night. Ooishi-san, as if waiting for me to voluntarily begin talking, lit a cigarette and listened to the Higurashi.
Hello, Sealy, how you doing? Why am I yelling like you're far away? Hello, Sealy, how you doing? My chair. Why is my chair like this? Hold on, let me fix it. Stupid settings on my fucking chair. Who has been messing with my chair? Nope. Ah! Hold on. My chair. Hold on. Goofy ass chair. Why? Is this locked now? The fuck is going on? I don't like this. I don't like... Why is there like 3? Is there 3? Ah! Fuck! Oh, that looked it off. What did I do? I did nothing wrong. Shut up, loser. I'll relock it. It's not working. It keeps falling back. Why is it like I lean back and it leans back with me? I hate this. I want a chair that's as hard as a rock. I'm that kind of person with my mattresses too. I need to like sleep on the floor. I don't like soft. Okay. I forgot what I was doing. What were we doing? Higurashi, that's right.
The silence became deafening, and I was the one who folded first. No, don't fold!
捜査の方はどうなってるんですか?
How is the investigation going?
捜査?
The investigation?
何のですか?
Of what?
最近はいっぱいやりすぎてどれのことやら.
There have been so many. Which do you mean?
全部です.
All of them.
いいですよ.
Well then, all right.
本当は報道管制の敷かれた秘密捜査なんですが、あなたには特別に聞かせてあげましょ
う。They're officially secret investigations, and we're under a media blackout. But I'll let you in on them.
じゃあ、最初の事件からいきます。
Then, shall we start from the first incident?
Here we go. Oh, great.
The freak deaths of Tomitake-san and Takano-san on the night of the
こっちは
Watanagashi.
お恥ずかしいかな。さっぱり進展なしです。
Oh, and this one, embarrassingly enough, we haven't made any progress at all.
まずは富武さん。
First of all, Tomitake-san.
集団で暴行を受けた形跡はあるのですが、自分の喉をかき破るなんて異常な死に方の説明がつかないんです。
There are indications on his body that he was assaulted by a group of people, but we have no explanation for him clawing out his own throat and dying.
何らかの薬物中毒を疑っているんですが、
We suspect
検出はされませんでした。
an overdose from a stimulant or something, but we didn't detect anything.
高野さんは どんな感じなんです？
What about Takano-san?
同じくさっぱりです。
The same, we're in the dark.
焼死死体は検視が非常に困難でして、
Autopsies for those who are burned to death are real tough.
首を絞められた後にガソリンをかけられたんじゃないかと見ています。
We believe she was doused in gasoline after she was strangled.
管轄が岐阜県産でね。
Ah, that one falls under Gifu Prefecture's police
あ
department.
ちらさん、自分たち
They
の
haven't been
縄張り
very
の事件だから
cooperative, even though it happened in our territory.
これは関係ない話ですね。
Oh, that's not really relevant, though.
So the police didn't know anything other than the fact that the victims died inexplicably.
ですが、犯行時間はおおむねお祭りが終わった直後だろうと見ています。
Nonetheless, the times when the incidents occurred have been generally placed right after the festival ended.
高野さんの方はちょっとあやふやですが、富武さんとほぼ同じ時刻に殺害され、岐阜の山中に遺棄されたと考えるのが妥当でしょうな。
It's a bit uncertain in Takana-san's case, but the likely suspect is that she was murdered at the same time as Tomitake-san, then dumped in the mountains in Gifu.
どうしてわざわざ遠くの山まで死体を運んだんでしょう？
Why would they bring a dead body all the way to the mountains?
富武さんも同じように遠くへ運べばよかったのに。
They should have brought... Yeah, they should have brought Tomitake-san out there too.
ありゃ。前原さん、あなたなかなかどうして鋭いですね。
Oh my, kid. You're quite sharp, you know that?
He's lying.
もち
He's
ろん
buttering you up.
私もそこは注目すべき点だと思っていますよ。
Of course, I do believe that is something we need to be attentive of.
他にもいくつか不審点はあります
Rico
が、
donated $1 to the most evil
現
list
時点でお話し
Sawa-sama.
できるのは
TBH, it's kind of
このくらい
messed
で
up
す。
that a cop is explaining all this to a 14-year-old.
No, he wants to do a tit for tat situation. So he's like, I give you information and you give me information, right? Right? That's how this works? I need water.
There are a bunch of other suspicious things, but this is all I can tell you at this point.
村長さんの方はどうですか？
How about the mayor?
何か手がかりはありましたか？
Have there been any clues? Having exhausted that topic, I changed the subject. Otherwise, you might turn the conversation on me.
失踪された一日の足取りを調べました。
We investigated his movements on the day he disappeared.
手がかりになるようなものは見つかりませんでしたが、一応お話ししましょうか。
We didn't find anything that could provide any clues, but I'll tell you about it anyway.
The mayor, Kiichiro Kimiyoshi. Apparently, he was suffering from severe.
I'm sorry. He was butthurt. He was butthurt. Apparently he was sorry. I know, why is that relevant? I did not expect this to come up. I did not expect this. Oh my gosh, hold on.
Apparently, he was suffering from severe hemorrhoids.
古い生まれの方って非常にプライドが高いんですよね。
People who lived a long time have an unusual amount of pride.
それで村長さん、誰にも内緒で鹿骨市内にある
Ah,
大学病院の肛門科
that's
に
what
通
it
われ
is.
ていたんです。
So the mayor hadn't been telling anyone that he was going to a proctologist at a certain university hospital in Shishibone.
失踪当日、村長さんは診察の予約が取ってあったんで、朝一で出かけられました。
On the day he disappeared, he had an appointment for a checkup, so he went out the first thing in the morning.
Even I know that big hospitals, like university hospitals, had a really long waiting time. Apparently, people would get in line hours beforehand, even if they had an appointment.
診察が終わったのは午後1時頃です。
His exam ended at 1
そ
p.m.
の後病院内のレストランで軽食を取られ雑誌を読みながら時間を潰されました。
After that, he ate a light meal in the hospital restaurant and passed the time reading a magazine.
この辺りのことは自宅にあったお財布の中のレシートで分かってます。
We know this because of a receipt we found in his wallet at his house.
There was nothing suspicious at all about
そ
that.
の日は夕方から神社の集会場で会合の予定があったんです。
That day, he had planned to go to a meeting in the assembly hall in the evening.
それで余裕を持ってお帰りになるはずだったんですが、
He was
途
supposed to
中
return
電車で
home
人身事故がありましてね。
with plenty of time to spare. But while he was on the train coming back, it was an accident.
どうもそれで足止めを食ってしまったらしく、家に着いたのは会合の時間の直前でした。
Seems it delayed him a bit, and he only got back to his house right before the meeting was scheduled to start.
ご家族が大慌てで神社の集会場に出かけていく村長さんを目撃しています。
His family witnessed a very hectic mayor leaving to go to the assembly hall at the
会
shrine.
合ってのは何だったんですか？
What was the meeting about?
確かその会合の帰り道に
He
失
disappeared
踪
on
して
his
るんで
way
すよね。
back home, right?
会合は御三家と町会の主要役員が集まってのものでした。
The three families and the essential members of the town assembly were at the meeting.
Why was his wallet at home? Because he was rushing.
今年も起こってしまった連続開始事
Probably
件の
forgot
対
it.
応について協
He
議したものと思
probably
います。
forgot it.
We think they were discussing how to deal with the serial freak death incidents that happened again this year.
So then, on his way home, the old man who had treated Shion like his daughter, he was a dependable person who would encourage Shion whenever she felt pressured by anxiety. And yet, Shion's painful voice struck me right in the heart. Huh?
どうなさいました？
What's the matter?
I was taken aback by how strange my own voice sounded. What was that? Just surprised me. I squeezed my head with both my hands to try and drag out what I had only realized for a split second. Remember, Keiichi Marabara, you just realized something. Something important. The night of the Watanagashi. When everything started. That night, Takano-san and Tomatake-san died. Then the next morning, word of the incident had spread throughout Hinamizawa. They planned to talk about it during the evening meeting. The mayor, however, had an appointment at the hospital, and as planned, he went there without telling his family. He got a checkup at the hospital. He got a checkup at the hospital and ate something. He got a checkup at the hospital, ate something, and then there was an expected delay on his train ride back. When he returned, the meeting was already about to start. The mayor changed clothes, got on his bike, and hurried to the assembly hall at the shrine as fast as he could. Okay, so when he heard about the incident on the night of the Watanagashi, until when he showed up at the assembly hall, everything he was doing that day was done in secret. During that time, nobody found out that he went to the hospital alone. He ate alone. And he got on the train alone. That all meant he had absolutely no contact with anyone else. You couldn't have even called him on the phone. Yeah, so how did she talk? How did she talk to him and tell him what happened? Okay, but what does that mean, Keiichi Marabara? Yeah, hold on.
Hold on. When did Shion say that she told him, though? At the restaurant. But they said the hospital restaurant, right? And he was reading something. She could have met him in person, that's true. She could have met him in person, but I thought nobody else knew.
Why does that matter, Keiichi Marabata?
Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. Ooh, I'm getting a chill up my spine. I don't like this. Kei-chan, what should I do?
どうした
What's wrong?
話せよ
Tell me.
俺たちの間で隠し事はなしだろ
We're not keeping secrets from each other, right?
But when did you tell him? You couldn't have told him that day. You couldn't have told him that day. It was Mion on the phone, maybe? No way. No way it's Mion on the phone.
Old man Kimiyoshi, I told him everything.
I told him everything. I told old man Kimiyoshi everything.
That night, I told the mayor that we snuck into the ritual storehouse. Also, that someone saw us and was out to get us.
Right.
それで
What then?
Old man Kimiyoshi didn't get angry. He smiled. Then told me that if I was properly sorry for it, there was no way I'd be demoned away. He was really smiling, and he told me to leave it to him.
Huh. She told him that night?
Sweat burst out of my body like bullets. They became one long strand and slid down my forehead to my nose, and fell. So then, what does it mean? Hey, Keiichi Marabata, no more playing dumb. When did she tell him? Oh, no. Shion said she learned of the incident from a phone call her father had made that morning. The mayor had left the house first thing in the morning for his appointment at the hospital. He didn't tell anybody where he was going. Nobody knew about him going to the university hospital. Furthermore, his train ride back to his house was delayed by an accident. As soon as he got home, he rushed out to the assembly hall. Then the meeting at the assembly hall began and continued until it was dark out. Then everyone left. Nobody saw him after the meeting was over. He just disappeared. Okay. Do we believe that she told him?
Do we believe that she told him? I don't know if I believe that she told him. At this point, I don't believe it. Sorry, I don't believe that she told him. She made it sound like she spoke to him at that night. Maybe. That's what I thought too. I don't know. I'm turning on Shion. I'll turn on anybody. Alex Jones says it's sleep time. It's not sleeping time. It's just getting good. No, it's not sleeping time. No.
which meant...
Maibara-san.
Yeah, I guess we should end it here. What does it mean? What does it all mean? I guess we have to find out later. Crap. Oh, let's quick save. I'll do a quick save. The cliffhanger, I know. What does it mean? What does it mean?
Ash Kajiani donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawa-sama. Gonna turn into a pumpkin grandma Sawa.
I know.
Underscore
it is very
evil.
sad.
What does it mean? What does it mean? I don't know what it means. Other than, okay, hold on. Let's go to the menu before I fuck this up. Oh, no. No. Hold on. I gotta save proper. Gotta save proper. Yes.
Arigato, Frozen Gale.
For the 5 gifted memberships! Play. Okay. Gotta save. We gotta go to the menu now. Okay, before we leave, what do we think this means? I think it would mean that she lied to us, but why would she lie to us? Why would she lie to us about that? How would that benefit her in any way? Other than to try to get us to admit that we told somebody else? But did we admit that at all? I can't remember that conversation. That we didn't admit. We didn't admit it at all, did we? He did at the end? Oh, fuck that. Did he say? Shit. I thought he kept that secret. I forgot. Did he mention that he told Rika? I can't remember, chat. I need boomer paper. Did we tell her that? Oh, that's when he got the feeling that something happened to Rika. Yes, and then he stopped talking. But that's why she freaked out. Yeah. Oh. No, she freaked out. Hold on. She freaked out when we told her that the mayor is missing. That's when she freaked out. But I cannot remember if we told her about the Rika situation. I cannot remember. I'd have to go back, and I don't feel like going back. So, yeah, I don't think we necessarily told her. I don't know. This is getting really serious. And if she didn't tell him, let's say she didn't tell him, she's lying, whatever. Then why did he disappear? Was it because of the police think it's because of the lock thing that he fucked with the flow of the shrine, and therefore he needed to be punished for that, and Rika also needed to be punished for that. Yeah, Ash Kajioni, I believe that as well. It could be a play between the houses, and Sonozaki house wants to be the main house. They don't want 3 families, they want 1. And Sonozaki's want that power. We did, because that was the end of the call, and that he needed to check on Rika. And apparently Rika, at the time he was making the call, though, which was like dinner time, right? 7 o'clock. He was talking to her. You know? He was talking to her. Whoever that was. It could have been Shion, it could have been Mion. I don't fucking know. I could have sworn it's Shion. So, But didn't the demon want the 3 fail? I have no idea what you're talking about. Could have been the demon Oyashiro-sama? We have no evidence that Oyashiro-sama exists. At least not in this timeline. Previous timeline we did. Chapter 1 we did. Only to a small degree though. So yeah. And even if it was Oyashiro-sama, you'd have to ask why. Why kill 2 and sacrifice 2? And then why also sacrifice Satoko? What does Satoko have to do with this? Not only that, if it's someone in Hinamizawa, I don't know, man. The neighbor. Who could that neighbor be? It's Sam Hyde, yeah. I don't know. They should have gone inside and hit redial the last number of the phone. We need a map of Hinamizawa. You can't keep getting away with it. No. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you guys for donating. And Wednesday, we should be playing this again. I think, right? No? Are we not Wednesday? What do you mean that's not on the schedule? What do you mean? Fuck. Hold on. Let me check the schedule. The schedule, I had to change it.
Oh no, the schedule is different.
It's Friday! I can't wait till Friday! I can't wait till Friday! No! We can't wait! I don't want... Why did I make the... Who let me make this shitty schedule? Oh my gosh, I gotta wait till Friday. Okay, let's wait till Friday. It'll give me time to think about my life and what does this mean. Yeah, okay. I might do a gorilla of what was that game called again? I'm so tired. The game with the nerd.
I can't believe I got this job.
Did you know your name is Jewish?
What? Yuppie Psycho, yeah. That shit was so funny. Did you know your last name was Jewish? It's Jewish origin. It's like, what? What the fuck? Anyway, again, thank you for being here. Yeah, what are you less than garbage? Yeah, that was so much fun. That fucking meeting was so much fun. Oh, man. A lot of fun playing that game. So I might put a gorilla in somewhere. I don't know where, but I really want to play that again. Other than that, again, good night, and thanks for being here. And, yeah, it means parsnip. Alright, so bye-bye. If you have any ideas about this, leave a comment. Send an email, leave a comment. Send a smoke signal, let me know your theories and shit. No spoilers! But let me know your theories, okay? Okay. Well then, good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Baka.